Are you ready for Mother's Day? Macy's Friends and Family is going on right now. It's the perfect time to save on the perfect gift for mom with an extra 30% off designers that rarely go on sale when you use your coupon or Macy's card. And take 15% off makeup, fragrances, and more beauty favorites you'll love. Plus, get your Mother's Day gifts even faster when you pick up in-store or curbside. Today at Macy's. Savings off regular sale and clearance prices. Exclusions apply.
Some people just know the more you protect, the more you save with Allstate, because they know insurance matters. Like if you protect your home and auto, Allstate can save you up to 25%. So it's like losing money if you don't bundle. Save more when you protect more. Bundle home and auto with Allstate today.
Bundled savings vary by state and are not available in every state. Saving up to 25% is the countrywide average of the maximum available.
Here at WRMN Radio, we try to connect with the community and discuss important issues, like our current mental health crisis. Here's Lori Baker, President and CEO of AID.
I think most people, when they see young children thinking about suicide at the ages of 5 and 6 and 7, I mean, that's shocking to me that children even know that they want to harm themselves somehow. I know it's difficult. I definitely feel the pinch. We all feel the pinch at the gas pump, at the grocery store, right, in our rents, but I think most people could handle 27 cents a day to help kids and seniors and people experiencing homelessness.
Discussions like this take place on the first shift, weekday mornings from 6 to 10, right here on WRMN AM 1410 and WRMN 1410 Radio on Facebook.
It's a rainy morning as we get a Monday started here in downtown Elgin. 60 degrees and light rain. Winds are out of the southeast at 10 miles per hour. And on this Monday, we are headed for a high of about 70 degrees with some showers and thunderstorms probably wrapping up within the next few hours. And then later in the day, maybe a little bit of sunshine in the forecast. So this isn't an all-day thing. Waking up to rain on a Monday, 60 degrees right now. We'll check the Fox Valley forecast coming up in just a few moments. Welcome to Studio 14 in downtown Elgin. On a Monday morning, it is the 29th day of April. 2 more days before we skip into May. Let's win this day. Elgin and the Fox River Valley are open for business. Happy Monday. Good morning.
With your AM 1410 WRMN Newsflash, I'm Sean Kernan. Brought to you by Prevnar 20. In Kane County, the historic Cole Pope House, an architectural gem from 1867, is undergoing historic renovation. The project focuses on revitalizing the building's exterior, addressing such areas as the roof, chimney, and the paintwork with an intent to preserve the vibrant yellow Italianate style recognized by so many. The city of Elgin has announced that due to ongoing work on the Highland and Chicago Street bridges, inspections for the Kimball and National Street bridges have been postponed until the current closures are lifted. The City of Elgin is hiring for its Science, Technology, Engineering, Arts, and Math Summer Internship Program. 10 students who are interested in STEAM careers can find their work in the IT department, police, water, parks, special events, or the city manager's office. Find out more on the City of Elgin website. With your AM 1410 WRMN Newsflash, I'm Sean Kernan.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. Go ahead, feel your engine. Admire that perfectly installed exhaust. Your vehicle's moving along this freeway like it was made from fresh installs and a whole lot of love. With eBay Motors, you get over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds, which could be life-changing. I mean, you could put that money towards concert tickets for your daughter to see that singer who sings about painful breakups. And one song will inspire your little beauty to break up with that beast she's dating, Brian. Instead, she'll date someone who's nice and worthy of her love, not someone who addresses you and your spouse as bro. And it's all because you could save money switching at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
Everything is fantastic at the China House Buffet on Sycamore Road in DeKalb. Scrumptious food combined with a wide variety of flavors, all served with love, await you. Choose from Chinese delicacies like Shanghai shrimp rolls, crab rangoon, and spare ribs. There's seafood, beef, as well as chicken wings and shrimp. The China House doesn't stop at Chinese food on the buffet. They also have Japanese favorites, including beef teriyaki, sushi, and hibachi, plus American food. Tempt your taste buds. Visit eatchinahouse.com today.
Roll into Bolero in Algonquin or Roselle and solve your cabin fever issues. Bolero is bowling, gaming, dining, and nightlife with a twist. Score fun deals every day of the week and save big by checking out the daily deals online. Bowl with your friends and hit the lanes each week by forming your own social club. Clubs offer lively competition and fun times for everyone. From beginners to pros, make new friends, bowl, and beat your cabin fever. Visit Bolero.com.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN. The White Sox swept Tampa with a 4-2 win in Chicago on Sunday. The Sox have wins in 3 straight. Eric Fetty tossed 7-hit ball into the 9th, helping the Sox improve to 6-22. It's still the worst record in Major League Baseball. They outscored Tampa 21-13 over the series. Gavin Sheets and Eloy Jimenez, each with 3 hits for the Sox in the finale. At Fenway Park, the Red Sox got by the Cubs 5-4. Boston scored the winning run in the bottom of the 9th. Tyler O'Neill with a game-ending bloop single. The Cubs trailed 4-1 before Mike Tauchman hit a tying 3-run homer in the 8th. American Hockey League playoffs, the Grand Rapids Griffins took a 3-2 overtime win over Rockford in Game 1 of their division semifinal series. Game 2 this Wednesday night in Rockford. Bundle auto and home, renters or condo, and save with Progressive. I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
Are you ready for Mother's Day? Macy's Friends and Family is going on right now. It's the perfect time to save on the perfect gift for mom with an extra 30% off designers that rarely go on sale when you use your coupon or Macy's card. And take 15% off makeup, fragrances, and more beauty favorites show love. Plus, get your Mother's Day gifts even faster when you pick up in-store or curbside. Today at Macy's. Savings off regular sale and clearance prices. Exclusions apply.
Some people just know the more you protect, the more you save with Allstate, because they know insurance math. Like if you protect your home and auto, Allstate can save you up to 25%. So it's like losing money if you don't bundle. Save more when you protect more. Bundle home and auto with Allstate today.
Bundled savings vary by state and are not available in every state. Saving up to 25% is the countrywide average of the maximum available savings off the home policy. Allstate Vehicle and Property Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Well, good morning and welcome to a Monday morning. It is the 29th of April, and it is time for the first shift. I'm Marky B reporting. The first shift starts every day with our Pledge of Allegiance and with our national anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And a good Monday morning to you from WRMN and from Elgin Community Broadcasting.
Welcome to the first shift, right here on the Voice of the Valley, WRMN AM 1410 and 96.7 FM. Don't get that excited. I'm only introducing Marky B. Exactly. Featuring local news and sports, your Fox Valley forecast, and local traffic twice an hour at 15 and 45 minutes past. Timely interviews, a radio shopping show preview, milestones and memories, and born on dates of the lates and greats. Elgin Trivia, and all of your phone calls, texts, and Facebook comments as part of the staff meeting. The First Shift is the most informative, entertaining, and interactive morning show in all of the Fox River Valley and beyond.
You liar!
Well, okay. At least it makes great background noise, whether you're at work, in the car, or at home.
Whatever.
Your host, Marky B, maintains an upbeat attitude every day despite the fact that he's saddled with an overall lack of talent, a delusioned ego, and false hope for a bright future.
Loser.
Yeah, he's pretty much a loser. But at least he tries. Welcome to Studio 14 in downtown Elgin for the first shift on WRMN AM 1410 and 96.7 FM.
Good morning and happy Monday to you. Welcome to the first shift here at WRMN, AM 1410. And WRMN Radio on YouTube as we get things underway today. I'm Radio's Marky B. And I'm thrilled to be here on a Monday morning. Really thrilled. Hope you had a great weekend. And yeah, we have a little rain today, but this is not supposed to be an all-day thing. And it should let up. And we might even get a little sunshine later in the day, so that's good news. We look forward to that, if that occurs. And I think it might. And as it all turns out, yesterday and the weekend in general wasn't that rainy, really. It was less rainy than I expected it to be. We had a pretty dry day Saturday. Had the 5K run that I was a part of, the home run 5K. On Saturday morning, which started by the library. It was dry for that, dry and warm, nice 5K weather. And the rest of the weekend weather. Yesterday turned out to be a pretty dry day too for the most part. So I hope you got out and enjoyed the warm temperatures that we had this weekend. Let's check the forecast for this upcoming week as we get things going today. Currently, we're sitting at 60 degrees. Winds are out of the southeast at 10 miles per hour. And we do have showers and thunderstorms for the next couple of hours. Then a slight chance of a shower after that. Cloudy skies today with a high of about 70. Not too bad of a day. Maybe a little sunshine later. And 70 for your Monday high. Tonight, partly cloudy skies and cool with an overnight low of 47 degrees. Last couple of nights have been very warm for this time of the year. Back a little bit more cool tonight, seasonal with a low of 47. And then we get into your Tuesday with some sunshine. Tomorrow looks like a really nice day. A high of about 72 degrees for tomorrow with sunshine. Tomorrow night, 30% chance of a shower late. Increasing clouds with a low of 58 as the overnight lows get warmer again. And then for Wednesday, very warm, a slight chance of a shower. But for the most part, mostly sunny Wednesday with a high of 77 degrees. Play a little golf on Wednesday. That sounds like golfing weather to me. 77 with some sunshine on Wednesday. On Thursday, a 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms, otherwise partly sunny with a high of 80. And then for Friday, a chance of a shower or thunderstorm, mostly cloudy with a high of 71. So that's what we're looking at for the upcoming week. Not too bad, not too wet, but a little bit of rain possible, especially over the next couple of hours. Rainy days and Mondays. And generally, I like to say that I like sunshine on a Monday. It makes things a little bit better. But if I had to make the trade or the choice between drier weather over the weekend in exchange for some overnight rain leading into Monday, I would say that would be a very good trade. So I'm willing to settle for that. And we ended up having a mainly drier weekend. Got the grass cut Saturday, front yard and the backyard after the 5K run. Yeah, I guess I was all stoked about the 5K run, the home run 5K. So stoked that I'm wearing the T-shirt this morning that they gave you. But so far I haven't shed the sweatshirt yet. But it was fun, and we did very well. I was amazed that my time was more than 2.5 minutes better than the last time I ran the 5K at the Foxtrot last year. I guess I was a little more focused on having a really good race. I think the first time we did it, I was just wanting to finish, make sure I finished. But this time, once I knew I was going to finish, I turned on the jets a little bit and had a really good second half of the race to finish at 29:54, just 6 seconds under 30. Second best in my age bracket. And Lorena, she did very well too. She was first in our age bracket, and her time was 31:04, which beat her time by 2 minutes from last year's Foxtrot. So that was a nice start to a Saturday, and I just kept that energy rolling. Cut the front yard, cut the backyard, so that was nice. It was dry enough to do that on Saturday. Hope you guys had a great weekend. Welcome to a Monday. We are on YouTube today, as we always are when we're live and local, and we're at WRMN Radio on YouTube. Larry Jones should be in here shortly, and we'll see what he was up to this weekend. We got the Hawkers Law going. The Studio 14 Naked Eye Cam was activated this morning at 5:30. And Gregarious Gina's on the Hawkers Log this morning at 6:12. And we'll see who's next. She's the only one so far. In the green room, chilling out a little bit on a rainy Monday morning. All right, well, we are on YouTube, so I want to say good morning on YouTube today. Let's see. Who is first on YouTube? Let me see if I can't bring the chat room over here and see it a little bit better. Looks like Dennis D. Not So Young. Dennis D. Not So Young checks in first. They are on their way back from White House, Texas this morning. And trying to make it back. You guys have a safe trip. Hope to see you maybe as soon as tomorrow once you get back to town. Dennis D. Not So Young says, good morning, First Shifters. Have a great day and see you soon. Kimmy D. and Dennis D. headed back to Elm Street, where they can be the nightmares. I've been, your house is still there as of the day before yesterday. I'm not sure if I went down Elm yesterday, but you should have a house to come back to. It looks undisheveled. It looks like it looked when you left it several months ago. Good morning to Captain Keith, senior engineer, Elgin High, class 1978, back when life was great. And I was 8. Have a great rainy Monday, shifters. All shifters matter in the eyes of Captain Keith. Amboy Jeff checks in this morning. Hi, Amboy Jeff. How are things out in the boondocks? Good morning, First Shifters. Everyone have a great weekend. I hope everyone had a great weekend. From Amboy Jeff. Enjoy your day. No nickname John is in this morning, but I've got to figure out how to stretch this message out where I can see the whole thing and scroll down. Well, this chat room always wants to be giving me issues, but I'll figure that out here soon, and we'll be able to get to some more of the staff meeting this morning. We'll be working on the staff meeting throughout the show today. On YouTube at WRMN Radio on YouTube, also via text message this morning if you want to send me a text. I see many of you have. Thanks to everyone for doing so. Linda Carter's in the house on VIT messaging, and the phone number to call, or text me rather, is 901-647-1240. That's my cell phone number. That's 901-647-1240. We have Linda Carter Linda Carter. Whoosh! Linda Carter checking in. God bless, keep the faith. Linda C. from Jackson, Tennessee, originally. Walking in victory with Jesus, as you should be. And Elsie sends our first pile of prayers to the prayer scoreboard today. Looks like we got about 15 prayers from Linda Carter to get the prayer scoreboard underway on a Monday. Thanks for checking in. Thanks for opening the office doors, Linda Carter, this morning. We also have CK checking in, comforting Kathleen. She'll probably be around here in a little bit to hang out in the green room. Good morning, Mark, Larry, all the first shifters. Hope you all had a wonderful and safe weekend. I hope you stayed safe so you weren't called out. Wonderful and safe weekend. Enjoy your weekend, or enjoy your Monday and be safe, says CK, sending 6 prayers and 6 American flags. 21 prayers on the prayer scoreboard. CK checking in. Blackhawks Brad in the house this morning. Hey, BHB. Good morning, Mark. The word of the day is glean. Glean, not clean, not lean, but glean. To extract information from various sources. Glean. We'll see if I can make a haiku out of that in the next half hour or so. To collect gradually and bit by bit. Glean. Let's win this day, says BHB. The American flag flies. The eagle flies over the fabulous Fox River. And prayer number 22. Oh boy. He's asking me a question that's going to expose my weakness. He's asking me the push-ups question. Well, BHB, I did run a 5K this weekend. I even went for a run yesterday. But I did no push-ups this weekend. And my push-up count for the month of April is very, very disappointing. And I had a very disappointing March as well. I'm not sure what I have to do to motivate myself to get back on the floor and do more push-ups, but this month I am at 1,000. Last month I finished at 1,100. So I'm way below what I'm hoping is my average, which is 100 a day, which would mean I would hit 3,000 over the course of a month. But I'm just not getting down and doing it like I should, as often as I should, so I got to rededicate myself to push-ups. I guess we have 2 more days in April, and then I can get a fresh start in the month of May. I'll see if I can do better next month. Thanks for asking. Blackhawks Brad, he hasn't asked in a while. I was kind of hoping he'd never ask again. But that's good. I'm glad he did. Tony Cool in the house, stamping the show this morning. We're already at staff meeting number 80 of 2024. She checked in this morning at 4:55 a.m. to let us know this is the 80th staff meeting. This is number 1037 since we got this nonsense started several years back. Let's win this day, says Blackhawks Brad. Actually says Tony Cool, and Blackhawks Brad, by the way. Tony Cool stamps the show as she always does. This is the 80th staff meeting of the year. Thanks for keeping track, Tony Cool, as the executive secretary of the morning show. Also in the house early this morning, we say good morning to the one and only West Side Freddy. Westside Freddy checking in. Morning, bro, says Westside Freddy. Morning. I think he's trying to sound like a cow. Westside Freddy is, and, well, we could do that, Westside Freddy. Morning. Carpman Dan checks in. Carpman Dan says, good morning, all. I hope everyone had a great weekend and a good upcoming week. Sunday, he caught 7 carp. That's why he's Carpman Dan. 7 carp, totaling 77 pounds in 90 minutes. That's 11 pounds per carp if you're keeping score at home. That's 1 carp every 13 minutes, actually 12.857 if you want to be exact. 1 carp every 12.857 minutes. 77 pounds in 90 minutes is about 86% of a pound per minute. That's all the math I'm going to demonstrate for you right now. Way to go, Carpman Dan. Mean Gene checking in this morning. How's it going, Mean Gene? Holding down the fort over there at your apartment building, I hear. I hear you become like the host of the lobby. Chatting with everybody and hanging out down in the lobby as you continue to recover. Hope you're feeling okay, Mean Gene. Let's try to touch base this week and talk a little bit and catch up. Good morning, Marky B says, Mean Gene checking in. And we'll finish VITs right now by saying good morning to Certified Crazy Clairvoyant Kathy. Great to see you and thanks for being there, says Certified. Thanks to you for being there, Crazy Kathy. All these years being around the radio station, listening to the radio station, coming in to say hi every once in a while. Always coming to my rescue with food and record players and socks and everything else. You're the best, Crazy Kathy. Thanks for checking in today. It's 6:30 here at WRMN, so we're pretty caught up on the staff meeting right now. We'll get some more YouTube's comments in. We'll go to the Beehive and check out YouTube throughout the course of the show today. All right, let's see. In the news, we'll check a little news. I got a lot of news, actually. It started flowing in Friday afternoon. I really started doing today's show prep Friday afternoon because I was just checking on a couple of stories before I left for the day. And while I did, I saw several stories. So I have a bunch that I have from Friday that I think are still relevant today. And then I did some more homework over the weekend yesterday and got some more stories that I think you might want to hear about. Unfortunately, lots of crime times. We do have lots of crime times to share with you. So we'll do that. And some other stories, too. It might be a very hot summer coming up. That's a possibility. We'll let you know about that. And what the article that I saw had to say about that. La Nina is replacing El Nino. And I think that means a lot of heat over the next several months. We'll see. We'll see if it's true. 6:31 here at WRMN. Larry Jones is here. He'll join me in a little bit, and we'll do our thing. Between 7 and 9, Larry and myself and you, call us at 847-931-1410 if you want to be a part of it this morning. Let's see. So we'll check news stories coming up. And give you a radio shopping show preview. That'll be in about 20 minutes or so, the radio shopping show. On the air right now between 3 and 6 every afternoon with Matt. Matt will open up the Redemption Center at noon if you want to stop by the radio station. Noon to 3 with Redemption, 3 to 6 with Matt. He'll be on the air. You can give him a call and see what he's got. 847-931-1410. I hope if you bid for a bargain on Friday that you got what you were looking for. We had some pretty good hotel stays, and good to see Uncle Gare back in the studio hanging out with Leah throughout the day on Friday. I actually did bid on one of the bargains and came away with a stay at the Sunset Inn and Suites in Clinton, Illinois. So I look forward to using that certificate. Leah was telling me all about it and said it was a really nice hotel in the Springfield area, so I made a last-minute bid and came away with one myself this time. Hope you got what you were looking for. I think Northwest West came away with something. I was listening in the waning moments on Friday as I was driving towards South Elgin. We do it once a month on the final Friday. It's a bingo and it's bidding for bargains. It's a fun Friday to end every month right here at WRMN. Speaking of Fridays, it's only Monday morning early, but this Friday in the lunch hour, we look forward to having a little music show for you. Stevie T has got himself a new show here on WRMN's on Fridays. Doesn't really have a name yet, but I'm calling it 75 Years of Music to celebrate 75 years of WRMN. And so Steve will come in and play some tunes for us on Friday morning, actually Friday in the noon hour. We'll get the record player out. We'll spin some vinyl for you. And we might cheat and use a little YouTube too. But if he could have a record player and I could have a record player, we could mix and match songs. That may be kind of fun. We'll see how that turns out. 75 years of music, part of our Out to Lunch show this Friday here at WRMN. Dumb daily holidays? I don't know. I haven't looked yet. So let me take a quickie here, and then I'll come back. We'll check the dumb daily holidays. There's Anna the Chairman checking in, and CK in the house. Leader of the band, CK and the Sunshine Band. And they're checking in right now in the green room with Larry Jones. I'll hang out for a little bit, help Larry stretch his vocal cords. Sounds like I need to stretch my vocal cords a little bit with a little water. So I'll go grab some water in a couple of minutes. I sound like Wolfman Jack this morning. So coming up, news stories, dumb daily holidays, more YouTube comments, and a radio shopping show preview, all in the second half hour of this half hour. It's a Monday. Thanks for listening to WRMN, AM 1410, and WRMN Radio on YouTube. It's 6:33. Good morning.
We asked seniors how to prevent Medicare scams.
My best advice, if you get a phone call, do not talk to the person. These people are well trained. Don't talk to them.
They don't know me. They're just trying to scam me.
Don't be fooled. Hang up.
Just hang up.
Never give out your Medicare number.
They're going to get your number to put in a false claim.
If I get a call from someone, I don't pick up the phone. And should I pick up the phone and they ask for information, then I hang up.
How do you detect Medicare fraud?
Just like I check my credit card statements, I check my Medicare statements monthly.
Scammers can get a hold of your number, order medical devices through your account, and you're not even going to know about it if you don't look at your statement.
Check your statement every month.
If you get your statement and you see something that you know you did not have done, you report it.
Call your Senior Medicare Patrol.
To report Medicare fraud, call the Senior Medicare Patrol at 800-699-9043.
Looking for a place to try for breakfast or lunch? You'll find a gem of a restaurant with amazing food and great prices at the Tripleberry Cafe, 435 Angela Lane in Crystal Lake. For breakfast, try Tripleberry's strawberry cheesecake French toast, ribeye steak and eggs, or carnitas skillets. At lunch, there's the AM burger or Chipotle chicken BLT. There's delicious homemade cream of mushroom soup. For tasty home cooking, Tripleberry Cafe is the place to be. Visit tripleberrycafe.com.
Rooted in their family Mexican history, churros are made daily with love. Churros and Chocolate at 2533 West Algonquin Road has churros made from family recipes with care and fresh each day with delicious fillings. There's also the Frida Cafe where you can relax and catch up with a friend while having a warm drink. Try Churros and Chocolate specialty churros, the churro sundae, or take home a churro cake. Visit churros, the letter Y, chocolateinc.com.
Garibaldi's Italian Eatery offers Italian dishes, subs, kids menus, and their delicious pizza. The foundation of a great pizza starts with the crust. Garibaldi's crust is crunchy at the bottom, airy in the middle, and perfect every time. The finest ingredients are used to give their pizza this exquisite crust and wonderful taste. Dine at either of the Garibaldi's 2 locations in Hoffman Estates and Arlington Heights. Free party rooms are available too. Visit Garibaldis.com today.
Hide out with friends at Galati's Hideaway in Cary. It's the perfect place for lunch, dinner, and specialty drinks. Check out their sports bar for the best spot to watch games. Try Galati's dining room for a relaxing night of dining on their signature Italian dishes. Try their great pizza or the build-your-own burger. Galati's Hideaway also has a large variety of entree favorites like prime filet, steak kebabs, salmon, and ribs. Book your party in their banquet room. Visit GalatisHideaway.com.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. No matter the time of the day, WRMN 1410 AM is your platform to voice your views, share your stories, and connect with the Valley like never before. We're more than just radio. We're a community conversation that's always live, always local, and always looking for your input. Want to chime in on the drive time deal with Matt McNeil? Got a hot tip for first shift with Marky B? Or maybe you've got a question for a one-on-one with Leah. Now's the time to make your voice heard by calling Studio 14 at 847-931-1410. That's 847-931-1410. You can join in the dialogue from wherever you are by commenting on our YouTube live streams at WRMN Radio. Hit the subscribe button to get notified when we go live and bring your comments to the table. It's easy, it's fun, and hey, it's what neighbors do. We talk, we listen, we engage. You're not just the audience, you're part of the show. Call in, comment, and let's make radio interactive. WRMN 1410 AM, where your words are part of our wavelength.
Toto brings us back to the first shift. Good Monday morning, steady music with a great beat. Do you call that the beat? I don't know. Whatever it is, it's great. And everybody knows it's Africa. Toto.
I hear the drums echoing tonight. She hears only whispers of some quiet conversation. She's coming in 12:30 flight. The moonlit wings reflect the stars that guide me towards salvation. I stopped an old man along the way, hoping to find some old forgotten words or ancient melodies. Turned to me as if to say, hurry boy, it's waiting there for you.
The birthday of Joe Porcaro. He died in 2020. He was born in 1930. Pretty good run. American jazz and session drummer and percussionist. He was in Toto. Joe Porcaro, born in 1930. Good morning to the Sultan of South Elgin. He's on the Honkers log this morning at 6:41 today. South Elgin Chris.
Wild dogs cry out in the night.
Welcome back to the first shift on a Monday morning. Yeah, I think we'll celebrate a little Toto music this morning. I've got 2 or 3 songs queued up from that great band. It is 6:41 here at WRMN. So I pulled up the YouTube feed myself so that I could see all the chats this morning. Good morning to the Big Boss Man. He sends a pile of prayers to us. He's out working this morning on a rainy day. He went out and got a little culture on Saturday night. I guess he took in a play of some sort or something like that over at the Steel Beam Theater in St. Charles with the ladies and got him a little culture. That was after he ate a hot dog and drank a beer at the Moose Lodge, where he was also getting a little culture. The Big Boss Man, and good hanging out with you a little bit this weekend, Big Boss Man. He came in yesterday and helped Dino and I out a little bit with hanging some whiteboards here at the radio station. And Dino, the director, is on YouTube this morning. He says, good morning, first shift, Fox, River Valley, Marky B, and Larry. And a big thank you to Roger, the Boss Man. for helping out with some radio station maintenance. We all have big, nice whiteboards we can write stuff on now on the walls. I've always wanted to write on the walls, and now I can. So a thank you to the big boss man from Dino. And thanks for lunch, Dino. We went over to Willie and Grace's, which is everybody's favorite place now. It is no secret no more, if it was a secret before. That place was slamming. In fact, Lorena and I went there on Saturday, too, and had some breakfast after our 5K run Saturday morning. So I made 2 appearances myself at Willie and Grace's this weekend, and a lot of Elginites do these days. Pretty much all the booths were packed. That's over on National Street. They make really nice, good food. And the daily specials are great there. And I had the daily special both days. I had the Philly cheese steak Saturday, and they had turkey and dressing yesterday. That was great, too. It's 6:44 here at WRMN. No Nickname John in the house this morning. Good morning, first shifters. It is National Zipper Day, says No Nickname John. I really hate it when my zipper breaks, says No Nickname John. Why is that? Would be my response. And his response to my response would be, it's always quite the letdown. When my zipper breaks, it's always quite the letdown, says No Nickname John.
Please be quiet.
This needs to stop now.
Shut up!
No Nickname John starts us off on a Monday with the bad joke and pun of the day. Let's see. The other dumb daily holidays we're looking at today. Let's see. Let's see if I can get this going. Today is the 29th of April, and it is Day of Remembrance for All Victims of Chemical Warfare Day. All right. A day of remembrance for all victims of chemical warfare. It's International Dance Day. So dance the night away, or dance the day away here on a Monday, if you'd like. It is World Wish Day. What do you wish for? What do you wish happens today? What do you wish happens this week? I just wish for a good, steady day, a productive day. I don't think I wish it for too much. Just want to have a good, solid show. Then I want to work hard for several hours and see if I can do a few things on my list. I have a list of WRMN items I have to get to, and I'm going to try to get as many in today as possible, and then go for a run probably late this afternoon. And what else do I have to do? I was going to take the van. I got the hippie van today. After I leave work for the day, stop by Britain's car wash on the west side and use the vacuum. They got great suction cups on their vacuum cleaner thing over at Britain's Car Wash at Jane and Larkin Avenue. And the van needs it. So yesterday I did the Jeep. Today I'll do the van. And at some point today, maybe tonight, I got to go to eBay or something and finally get that hubcap ordered. We have a car show in about 9 days, don't we, over at the American Legion? So can't go with 3 hubcaps. That ain't no good. So I hope that takes place today as well. It's 6:47 here at WRMN. Those are some of the dumb daily holidays today. Let's see what else we have. National Shrimp Scampi Day. I like that. That looks good. National Shrimp Scampi Day. And as No Nickname John said, it is Zipper Day as well. 6:47 here at WRMN on a Monday morning. Let's check a couple of crime times while we're at it. Checking in on a little news this morning. And we had some ugly crime times over the weekend. I guess none of them are pretty, but First, we start with the Elgin shooting. We had an Elgin shooting this weekend. What time is it? Crime time. It's crime time on a Monday. One person is hospitalized, a second person in custody after an early morning shooting Sunday in the city of Elgin. This took place yesterday morning, right after midnight at about 10 minutes after 12 a.m. We had an early morning shooting. According to Elgin police, officers responded at about 12:10 to reports of a shooting inside a home in the 600 block of Dover Drive. They arrived and located a male victim who was taken to an area hospital for treatment. Dover Drive is on the east side. It's somewhere around Elgin High School, I think. I was trying to look at a map last night to see exactly where Dover Drive is. But definitely established it's on the east side, and the closest streets that I recognized around it were Maroon Drive, which is, of course, the street that Elgin High School is on, so it's somewhere over there. The person is in custody, and detectives from the Elgin Police Department's Major Investigations Division continue to investigate. Seems like we're starting to see a few more shootings and not just shots fired incidents here in the city of Elgin. And this took place over the weekend on Dover Drive. Anyone with information that may assist is asked to call 847-289-2600. To text a tip, send a message to 847-411. Include Elgin PD in the beginning of the text, along with the message and or tip information. You can also visit cityofelgin.org/crime tip for more crime tip options. So again, this was early on Sunday morning at about 12:10. A shooting in our city. Now, I understand last night something was going on in Tent City. I know that's hard to believe. But we were watching a little television right before bed. And I guess there was some activity on Facebook about, does anybody know what's going on in Tent City? Several squads and fire vehicle and all of that, I guess about 8, 9 o'clock last night. So Tent City, very active. Very active, and seems to be growing. And maybe the more it grows, the more it becomes a growing problem for local law enforcement and for the way things look over there, too, quite honestly. 6:51 here at WRMN on this Monday morning. It's crime time here at WRMN. Next in crime time, we have an upset stomach. A really upset stomach. A Gages Lake man. I'm not sure where Gages Lake is, but a Gages Lake man faces felony charges alleging that he sliced open another man's stomach during an argument Saturday morning. That would hurt. Yeah. This was early Saturday morning. Anthony Osmina, 23 years old, of West Big Oaks Road in Gages Lake, is charged with 3 counts of aggravated battery, 1 count of unlawful use of a weapon stemming from the alleged attack. The other man was hospitalized Sunday. His condition is improving, but he had his stomach cut wide open. He had been wounded so severely that his intestinal tract fell out of the slash wound. Ouch. Sheriff's police said detectives responded at 9:20 a.m. Saturday morning to a Lake County hospital where they learned that a 24-year-old Round Lake Beach man brought to the emergency room was in surgery and in critical condition. Further investigation revealed the man was in a car with a man identified as Osmina when the two began to argue. The driver of the car pulled over near Eastwood Avenue and Chippewa Road in Gages Lake to drop off Azmina. Both men then got in the vehicle. They were still arguing when Azmina attacked the Round Lake Beach man with a knife. The driver of the car immediately drove the Round Lake Beach man to the hospital. Azmina later was arrested at his home. He was being held Sunday at the Lake County Jail pending a court appearance. Ouch. So a couple of crime times to get you started. That's just the tip of the crime time iceberg. I guess maybe I'll save some more, and we'll see if we get any time to talk about them this morning with Larry Jones. It is 6:54, so I have about 5 minutes here before the end of the hour, before we get into the top of the hour break. Let's see. A couple of more YouTube comments, and then I'm going to let you know what's happening on the radio shopping show today. Let's see. On YouTube this morning, we say good morning to Becky Blue. Becky Blue Eyes in the house. Good morning, everybody. Have a great day and be safe. Hey, thanks for the message, Becky, on Friday. I owe you a message in response, but thank you for the update, letting me know what's been going on with you, and I'm glad you're rebounding. I hope things are getting better for you. And it's good to have you back on YouTube this morning. Becky Blue in the house this morning. Also in on YouTube, it's Dad and Son Do It All. That's the handle of Northwest Wes and Northwest Wesley Jr. II. Welcome to another week and happy Monday from Junior II and myself. All of our best. And Hector and the fam check in. Good morning, Mark and the First Shifters. Hector, Ninny Rose, Jeremiah, Uncle Boom Boom, all in the house. 3 prayers from the Soto family this morning. Put on the prayer scoreboard. That gives us 39 prayers on the prayer scoreboard early today. Good to have you in, as always. And also 3 thumbs up. It's 6:55 here at WRMN. Big Boss Man is in need of an America's First Responders Fest sweatshirt. We have some of those. They're in limited supply. They are America's First Responders Fest sweatshirts. We'll have more when the festival gets closer this year. America's First Responders Fest is scheduled for the 7th of September at Panton Mill Park in South Elgin, and we'll start to get more information out. I've got some flyers that I'm going to put in the Redemption Center for America's First Responders Fest. If you come by the radio station at some point, grab one. Grab one as a reminder to bring home and put in your calendar. We'd love to have you out there on Saturday, September the 7th at Panton Mill Park in South Elgin. We also have sweatshirts available while supplies last. I have XL and XX and I think some larges and some mediums. T-shirts are pretty much gone right now, but we do have some sweatshirts. And you can pick those up here at the radio station as well. And we're trying to raise some funds to help pay for this year's festival. So the sweatshirts are $20 if you'd like one, but they're very nice, and I think you'll enjoy it. 6:57, so I'm running out of time here. Let me let you know what's happening on the radio shopping show today. Our Monday daily deals. What do we have going here? Ooh, it's a top 10. A top 10 with a minute and 20 seconds. Do I stand a chance? Let's see. Red Ox of Hampshire is number 1. $20 certificates for 10. It's a Red Ox, a great restaurant in Hampshire. I'm way overdue to go. Maybe I'll grab one of these myself. Golden Corral of Bloomingdale, a $15 certificate for 6. The Blue Box Cafe of Elgin, $10 certificates available for $3.50 right around the corner here in downtown Elgin. Good sandwiches, good soup, good restaurant, good little restaurant right around the corner. Tripleberry Cafe of Crystal Lake, $15 certificates are available for $6 at the Tripleberry. Number 5 is the Bethlehem Strawberry Festival Get details from Matt as to when that is a little bit later on this afternoon. A pair of tickets for $6. The Gilbert's Eagles Club Fish Fry, a $27 pair of tickets for $10. Honest One Auto Care of Elgin, a $30 certificate for $10. Country Donuts, we can hook you up with a dozen donuts for $5. The Volo Auto Museum.
From morning coffee to your evening commute, WRMN 1410 AM is here for you. The faithful friend that brings you local news, timely topics, and the friendliest voices in the Valley. Stay informed, entertained, and engaged with our full lineup of shows, streaming all day, every day at WRMN1410.com or on the WRMN app. Wherever you are, we're right there with you. So why switch stations? Stick with the one that has it all. WRMN 1410 AM, your daily companion, your constant conversation.
A dream that's been cooking for years, Maria's Little Italy in Sycamore is waiting for you to come and enjoy authentic recipes handed down for generations. Stop in and enjoy bruschetta, handmade focaccia bread, pizza, pasta, sandwiches, and more. Dine in, take out, delivery, or catering is all available. Go to mariaslittleitaly.com and see what you've been missing. From their family to yours, welcome to Maria's Little Italy, where food brings families together.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410, Elgin time, 7 o'clock.
With your AM 1410 WRMN Newsflash, I'm Sean Kernan. Brought to you by Prevnar 20. The City of Elgin is hiring for its Science, Technology, Engineering, Arts, and Math Summer Internship Program. 10 students who are interested in STEAM careers can find their work in the IT department, police, water, parks, special events, or the city manager's office. Find out more on the City of Elgin website. In Kane County, the historic Cole Pope House, an architectural gem from 1867, is undergoing historic renovation. The project focuses on revitalizing the building's exterior, addressing such areas as the roof, chimney, and the paintwork, with an intent to preserve the vibrant yellow Italianate style recognized by so many. The City of Elgin has announced that due to ongoing work on the Highland and Chicago Street bridges, inspections for the Kimball and National Street bridges have been postponed until the current closures are lifted. With your AM 1410 WRMN Newsflash, I'm Sean Kernan.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. Go ahead, feel your engine. Admire that perfectly installed exhaust. Your vehicle's moving along this freeway like it was made from fresh installs and a whole lot of love. With eBay Motors, you get over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds, which could be life-changing. I mean, you could put that money towards concert tickets for your daughter to see that singer who sings about painful breakups. And one song will inspire your little beauty to break up with that beast she's dating, Brian. Instead, she'll date someone who's nice and worthy of her love, not someone who addresses you and your spouse as bro. And it's all because you could save money switching at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
Be sure to catch the first shift weekday mornings from 6 to 10 a.m. for important information like fire tips from Elgin Fire Chief Rob Sagan.
The thing in the winter that we're more concerned with is carbon monoxide, because that we don't get in the summer. That carbon monoxide issues occur because of heating equipment. Anything that burns natural gas, if it is faulty, can generate high levels of carbon monoxide, which in time can be fatal. So I can't emphasize enough the importance of having carbon monoxide detectors in your home. Every single year you will see somewhere in the country, and usually we'll get one or two in the Chicagoland area, where you'll see multiple fatalities in one home. You can't smell carbon monoxide, you can't taste carbon monoxide, you have no idea it's happening. And so it's critically important that you have the right detectors in your home.
It's the first shift weekday mornings at 6 a.m. with me, Marky B, right here on WRMN.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN. Quarterback Caleb Williams and wide receiver Roma Dunze, the high-profile first-round picks for the Bears. The rest of their draft haul includes former Iowa punter Torrey Taylor and former Kansas defensive end Austin Booker. At Fenway Park, the Red Sox cut by the Cubs 5-4. Boston scored the winning run in the bottom of the ninth. Tyler O'Neill with a game-ending bloop single. The Cubs trailed 4-1 before Mike Tauchman hit a tying 3-run homer in the eighth. The White Sox swept Tampa with a 4-2 win in Chicago on Sunday. The Sox have wins in 3 straight. Eric Fetty tossed 7-hit ball into the ninth, helping the Sox improve to 6-22. It's still the worst record in Major League Baseball. They outscored Tampa 21-13 over the series. Gavin Sheets and Eloy Jimenez, each with 3 hits for the Sox in the finale. Bundle auto and home, renters or condo, and save with Progressive. I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
Are you ready for Mother's Day? Macy's Friends and Family is going on right now. It's the perfect time to save on the perfect gift for mom with an extra 30% off designers that rarely go on sale when you use your coupon or Macy's card. And take 15% off makeup, fragrances, and more beauty favorites she'll love. Plus, get your Mother's Day gifts even faster when you pick up in-store or curbside. Today at Macy's. Savings off regular sale and clearance prices. Exclusions apply.
Some people just know the more you protect, the more you save with Allstate, because they know insurance math. Like if you protect your home and auto, Allstate can save you up to 25%. So it's like losing money if you don't bundle. Save more when you protect more. Bundle home and auto with Allstate today.
Bundled savings vary by state and are not available in every state. Saving up to 25% is the countrywide average of them.
It's heating up at El Diablo Cantina, located by Spring Hill Mall at 113 Southwestern in Carpentersville. Fuel up with authentic recipes from all over Mexico, made fresh daily. Cocktails using the freshest fruits, or your choice of many craft beers go great with the delicious menu. After you fill up with dinner, hit the dance floor and dance the night away with the sizzling salsa dancing on Latin Saturdays, where DJs play the hottest hits. Visit eldiablocantina.com today. It's heating up at El Diablo Cantina, located by Spring Hill Mall at 113 Southwestern in Carpentersville. Fuel up with authentic recipes from all over Mexico, made fresh daily. Cocktails using the freshest fruits, or your choice of many craft beers go great with the delicious menu. After you fill up with dinner, hit the dance floor and dance the night away with the sizzling salsa dancing on Latin Saturdays, where DJs play the hottest hits. Visit eldiablocantina.com.
Welcome to the 7 o'clock hour, the first shift here. It is 7:05, and it is a Monday morning. Hope you're feeling okay. We've had some rain in the last few hours. Things are pretty wet outside this morning. However, I think the rain is almost over with, and in the next couple of hours it should be, and we'll get dry the rest of the day, and maybe even a little sunshine later today. Larry Jones joins me. He's my sunshine, and he'll be with me in just a few moments as we get into this hour of the first shift. Give us a call if you want to at 847-931-1410. Tell us about your weekend. Let's just catch up a little bit today, and we'll talk about some news stories too. It is 60 degrees, or it was at the start of the show today. Let's see where we stand right now as we start this hour of the first shift. We are at 59. Winds are out of the southeast at 12 miles an hour. And WRMN News Time now, 7:06, the 29th day of April. Good morning.
With your AM 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Kernan. Brought to you by Prevnar 20. In Kane County, the historic Cole Pope House, an architectural gem from 1867, is undergoing historic renovation. The project focuses on revitalizing the building's exterior, addressing such areas as the roof, chimney, and the paintwork with an intent to preserve the vibrant yellow Italianate style recognized by so many. The city of Elgin has announced that due to ongoing work on the Highland and Chicago Street bridges, inspections for the Kimball and National Street bridges have been postponed until the current closures are lifted. The city of Elgin is hiring for its science, technology, engineering, arts, and math summer internship program. 10 students who are interested in STEAM careers can find their work in the IT department, police, water, parks, special events, or the city manager's office. Find out more on the City of Elgin website. With your AM 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Kernan.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. Go ahead, feel your engine. Admire that perfectly installed exhaust. Your vehicle's moving along this freeway like it was made from fresh installs and a whole lot of love. With eBay Motors, you get over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds, which could be life-changing. I mean, you could put that money towards concert tickets for your daughter to see that singer who sings about painful breakups. And one song will inspire your little beauty to break up with that beast she's dating, Brian. Instead, she'll date someone who's nice and worthy of her love, not someone who addresses you and your spouse as bro. And it's all because you could save money switching at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
Come see the only train-themed restaurant where all the seating is on the tracks. Two Toots Train Whistle Grill on Main Street in both Bartlett and Glen Ellen is always fun and always fresh. Two Toots Train Whistle Grill serves 100% grass-fed beef hot dogs and burgers. There's also chicken nuggets, mac and cheese, and more, all loaded up on 2 Lionel O scale trains and delivered directly to your seat. No one sits away from the fun, regardless of age. When a train arrives delivering your food, you'll smile ear to ear. Visit twotoots.com.
It's always exciting to hear Elgin business owners like Tanner Melvin of Side Street Studios share positivity about the local community.
Elgin is on its way, and it has been, and it's sometimes, we got set back with the pandemic, and it's been rough. Everyone has felt it, and in so many different ways. What we're trying to do is a lot of hand-holding and shoulder rubbing and being like, it's okay. Mm-hmm. We're trying to get this town a lot more money. We're very lucky to live in this community right now. There's nothing like this around here.
Feel the positive power of the first shift with me, Marky B, weekday mornings on WRMN.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN. At Fenway Park, the Red Sox got by the Cubs 5-4. Boston scored the winning run in the bottom of the ninth. Tyler O'Neill with a game-ending bloop single. The Cubs trailed 4-1 before Mike Tauchman hit a tying 3-run homer in the eighth. The White Sox swept Tampa with a 4-2 win in Chicago on Sunday. The Sox have wins in 3 straight. Eric Fetty tossed 7-hit ball into the ninth, helping the Sox improve to 6-22, and still the worst record in Major League Baseball. They outscored Tampa 21-13 over the series. Gavin Sheets and Eloy Jimenez, each with 3 hits for the Sox in the finale. American Hockey League playoffs, the Grand Rapids Griffins took a 3-2 overtime win over Rockford in Game 1 of their division semifinal series. Game 2 this Wednesday night in Rockford. Bundle auto and home, renters or condo, and save with Progressive. I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
Are you ready for Mother's Day? Macy's Friends and Family is going on right now. It's the perfect time to save on the perfect gift for mom with an extra 30% off designers that rarely go on sale when you use your coupon or Macy's card. And take 15% off makeup, fragrances, and more beauty favorites she'll love. Plus, get your Mother's Day gifts even faster when you pick up in-store or curbside. Today at Macy's. Savings off regular sale and clearance prices. Exclusions apply.
Some people just know the more you protect, the more you save with Allstate, because they know insurance math. Like if you protect your home and auto, Allstate can save you up to 25%. So it's like losing money if you don't bundle. Save more when you protect more. Bundle home and auto with Allstate today.
Bundled savings vary by state and are not available in every state. Saving up to 25% is the countrywide average of the maximum available savings off the home policy. Allstate Vehicle and Property Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Celebrating 70 years of serving the Fox River Valley, WRMN AM 1410 and 96.7 FM is proud to inform and entertain you every day with great local shows that keep you connected with the people in your community, like the Radio Shopping Show, where listeners are encouraged to let us know about their experiences with our business partners.
I usually go to Tripleberry during the week. It's not so busy. I had my normal lumberjack omelet. It's like a meat lover's omelet, and their fries are awesome. Just the texture of it, they're a little crisp, soft on the inside. I mean, really good.
The voice of the Valley and the home of the Radio Shopping Show. You are listening to WRMN AM 1410 and 96.7 FM.
It's easier than you think for pests to threaten your family's health. Ticks, which spread dangerous diseases, hide in tall grasses and even on your pets. Rodents easily invade your home, contaminate food, and can carry more than 35 diseases. Mosquitoes, which breed in standing water, transmit many diseases. Get the facts you need to protect your family at pestworld.org. It's that easy. A public service message from the National Pest Management Association.
You never know what or who you'll hear from on the first shift with me, Marky B. Like Tim Skoning, a WRMN news reporter back in the 1960s.
The jingles you all play, they were purchased by Dick Sutter. He was at some radio convention. He came back with this reel. I remember them playing that in the studio. We were so excited. We thought we were network now. And it's the same jingles today.
That's great.
Every time I hear them, I get excited about it.
I'm sure.
It was a lot of fun.
Fun times on the first shift, right here on WRMN, AM 1410 and 96.7 FM. Welcome to the 7 o'clock hour, the first shift on a Monday here at WRMN. Toto, Hold the Line, starts us off. I hear Larry Jones in the background there, messing with his headset. That means he's here. Hi, Larry.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm fine.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Celebrating a little Toto this morning on the show.
I like Toto.
Me too. All right. Well, kind of a rainy Monday. You have that dreary look about you today, Larry.
I know.
Not into it.
Oh, I'm in it. I'm into it, buddy.
You have that not into it look going on.
It's the new me. I'm kind of not showing my emotions, but it's in there.
Well, yeah, a little rain early this morning, but I think it's supposed to let up in a couple of hours.
I think the city got a lot of rain. I was listening on the way in, and they were talking about flooded viaducts and things like that. Yeah,
I know. That's what I was thinking, because I heard the same thing when I was driving in this morning.
Right.
I was listening a little bit to BBM, and they were like, flooded streets and all kinds of accidents, all kinds of problems.
Right. So.
But I thought, well, it just seems like a little light, steady rain to me. I guess the city got more than suburbs this morning.
It's got to dry a little bit. I was looking at my yard. It's gonna get away pretty quick if it doesn't dry out enough for me to get out there and mow it a little bit. Yeah.
You weren't able to get out there this weekend?
No, I had stuff. I had stuff, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm a busy man.
I understand.
Yeah. My daughter's here, so that's kind of fun.
Oh, she is?
Yeah. She came in like Friday morning. One of her best friends got married, so she came back.
Oh.
And she stayed at the hotel where the reception was, which was fine with me, because I would have had to, if she came out with me, I would have been like her Uber.
Right.
And so I thought that was fine, but I went and grabbed her yesterday morning, and she was out, and then she goes back to L.A. late today. But it's fun catching up with her. I haven't seen her face to face since last year Father's Day. So
about a year almost.
Almost a year. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's cool.
Yeah. So that kind of kept me going, and I'm trying to think of other things I did. Not a lot of accomplishments, but the time went by quick.
Yeah, it was kind of a fast weekend.
Mm-hmm.
It all started with a fast 5K. That's why I'm wearing my Home Run 5K T-shirt.
I see that, buddy.
This came with the little gift bag that you get by signing up.
With the 5K starter pack?
It was the 5K starter pack, yes.
Right. Yes.
I think we got a poncho.
There you go.
Some brochures. I can't remember what else. Maybe a little bitty bottle of Gatorade.
Little, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of a cool shirt. And we had, it was the first one of this 5K, the Home Run 5K that benefits pads.
Oh, yeah. No.
I think we had like 130-some runners or walkers.
Yeah.
And the weather turned out to be really nice for it.
It was a nice day.
It was, yeah. I mean, it was warm and cloudy and a little bit breezy, so the sun wasn't really out that much, so it wasn't that hot.
Right.
So I think Lorena and I both surprised ourselves a little bit with our performance, Larry.
Really?
Yeah.
Good? You mean surprise yourself good?
In a good way, yeah, because I didn't...
I've surprised myself sometimes the other way.
Yeah, I just didn't, I don't know, I wasn't feeling like I was going to have a good 5K.
Yeah.
Didn't really prepare for it that well.
Mm-hmm.
Hadn't run quite as much the last couple of weeks, and so...
But you're ready.
But you know what? I guess because it was my second one, I kind of had a little strategy, and it worked.
Was your first one on the same course?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
That makes it nice. A long time ago when I ran, I don't think of it as in years, I think of it as in pounds. And when you ran, we did some 10Ks. You know, I had a friend, a state trooper, and we would kind of drag each other along, you know? And when you ran the same course twice, you knew if you felt so-and-so at this point, you're fine. The first time you run it, it's kind of like, but yeah. But
Well, because I thought I was going to struggle, it was really important for me to just really pace myself for a while.
Yeah.
And not exert too much. Sam I Am and Glenn the Catalyst Camps have taught me that, you know, pace yourself. Don't go too hard too early.
Right.
Because a lot of people made that mistake that I passed later in the race.
Yeah,
they passed me early and I passed them later.
Yeah, it's a long run. There's a long run there.
Yeah. About halfway through it, I think my muscles were all I probably should have stretched more before.
Yeah.
Because it took to about halfway through it, then I felt comfortable and I was like, yeah, I think I'm going to make this no problem now. And that's when I was able to go a little faster.
Good for you.
Yeah. Carl Bayer of Elgin finished first in my age bracket. He beat me by 3.5 minutes, so I got some work to do to catch Carl.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That wasn't like I could see him out there, you know.
No.
Yeah.
So good job, Carl. And I came in second in the age bracket. A guy named Rick Reyna came in third from South Elgin. And a guy with a great name came in fourth. Tim Woodcock of St. Charles finished in fourth place.
It's a good runner's name.
Woodcock.
Yes.
And Lorena came in first of the females in our age
Good for
bracket
her.
with a score of 31.04.
Yes. Good for her.
And guess who came in third in the women's? That age bracket.
You're going to have to throw me something on this, buddy. I don't know.
Jubilant Julia.
Really?
She ran too, yeah.
Oh, wow.
So way to go, Julia. Finishing in third place in the age bracket.
Yeah.
So good time Saturday morning. And then we went to eat at Willie and Grace's, which is catching on, Lair. I'm afraid it's going to catch on too much.
I tried to go there Friday.
Yeah.
Friday. Because I really like the people there. I see people I know.
Yeah.
I like it. There was only 2 spots left in the parking lot across the street.
Wow.
And I thought, nah. So I went over to the Golden Skillet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was okay. I just had a hankering for breakfast.
It's a great place, and they got great lunch there, too.
Yeah.
I mean, I did lunch. We went there.
I think their prices, especially their specials, are excellent, aren't they?
Yes. So if you're listening from Willie and Grace's, don't change the price.
Don't go changing.
Now that you're getting popular.
That's right. Don't get the big head on us.
Don't mess with a good thing.
No. I think they do a nice job, and they're just nice people. They really are, and that's important too, isn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of a cute old school place.
Yeah, it is. It is old school. It is.
Yeah. And but both times when we walked in, Lorena and I Saturday, and then yesterday me and Dean and Boss Man went over there because we did a little work here at the radio station for about an hour and a half. And both times you walk in, you're like, ooh, we're not going to get a spot. But we did.
Yeah.
There was like 1 or 2 booths available. And
it holds more people than you think.
Yeah.
It really does. But, yeah, I like places like that. I really do. That they're just like throwbacks. They just remind me of what, and I have good memories. Years ago, that building was the Kramer's brothers had 3 restaurants in Elgin. Like down at Ray's.
Yeah.
That was a Kramer's. And there was one up on, I never can remember if it's Center Street or Dundee Avenue or something like that. Or anyway. And they were open either 24 hours or late, so I would stop at what's Willie and Grace's now many times on the way back home.
Uh-huh.
You can have good memories that way, too.
It helps you have memories to have food at the end of one of those nights.
Didn't hurt to get greased up a little bit. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that was fun. But here we are, back to a brand new week.
Better than last Monday. Last Monday, they did a lot of great improvements around here. It just was like right down to the wire to try to get it buttoned up. That was tough. That was tough.
It was a hectic day.
And I always appreciate that our listeners are always looking out for us and letting us know. But after about the 35th message you're off the air, I was starting to think, no kidding.
And kidding probably wasn't the real word.
No.
That followed no.
Yeah, you're probably right. But kidding is more of a radio thing. I was just thinking, yeah, I know. No, I know. We know. Yeah.
Yeah. But I got to say that I've always said on the air that when we are having a problem, I do want people to let me know because I don't always know.
I know.
I could be sitting here babbling for 15 minutes and not know I'm off the air.
Yeah. It's. I don't know who I was talking to on the phone yesterday, and then all of a sudden I realized that it was dead air, that somehow we got disconnected, and you never know how long.
Yeah.
It will let you know how long of a burst you talk when all of a sudden you're like thinking, I don't know if they were there at the beginning of this story or the end of the last thing I said. I don't know. So
yeah. Well, if you want to call us on the show today, there's Hector and Jeremiah rolling by the radio station on this Monday morning, getting ready for another week.
Yeah.
They're better than that.
Hell yeah.
Hector and Jeremiah heading to school. They're on the Hawkers log this morning.
Yes.
At 7:24. Have a great day at school. Jeremiah.
You think he's still the youngest? He's the youngest registered listener.
Yeah, at age 8.
Yeah.
And I think he doesn't turn 9 till like July.
That doesn't count any toddlers in a crib that has somebody's put the radio on next to him because we're so soothing that it keeps them quiet.
Well, we really are.
If anybody can keep a kid sleeping, it would be us.
Yeah, right. And mothers, they want as much sleep out of their children as they can get.
That's the only thing I always think about. When people say we're going to have a baby, I always think, just sleep now. Try to bankroll a little bit. I was never more tired than when Lynn's was a little thing.
Yeah. But now you got us, so stick the radio next to the baby.
There we are. Uncle Marky B and Uncle Lair, we're there for you.
Yeah.
Yep.
725. It's 847-931-1410 if you want to call us today. That's 847-931-1410. We're on YouTube as always today. And we say good morning on YouTube to Robles Ralph checking in this morning on YouTube. Happy Monday, First Shifters and Marky B. April showers for May flowers. I've heard that before.
Me too.
The flowers around downtown look really nice right now.
Everything looks so green. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a great time because I think that's kind of Northern Illinois at its best when everything's green and kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There comes a time of the year, I know you may have to go back to Florida soon, but isn't there a time of the year where if you live here and you live there some of the time, especially in the wintertime, that you would rather be in here than there weather-wise? And we're almost coming to that time.
Oh, no,
right?
we are. Yeah.
We are in that time already?
Well, it's all according to what you think. I mean, if you like it warm, then you better stay there a little bit longer.
Yeah.
But as far as seeing everything green and lush and appreciating it, this is a great time. This is a great time.
Look at these trees out here. They're full of leaves now.
I know. That's kind of the last week, you know?
Yeah.
Last week and a half. We were talking about how they had some buds and stuff, and now all of a sudden everything's out there, buddy. Yeah.
Grass is growing fast.
It is. I can hear it.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was able to, after the 5K Saturday, go home after we ate at Willie and Grace's and cut the backyard and cut the front yard Saturday afternoon.
Yeah.
And the front yard was kind of an afterthought because I just cut the front yard like early last week.
Yeah.
But I thought it already looks like it needs it again.
Right.
Just because all those dandelions or whatever are growing this time of the year, so it looks kind of crappy if you don't keep it cut.
Yeah. If you see me squinting, looking funny at you, it's not at you. After my eye surgery things, lights are they're a little bit too much for me right now. I don't know. Maybe I need to wear my ball cap more, so I got a little bit more of a visor for a while. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't like it. I don't like it much.
Lights are really bright to you?
Yeah, especially when I was sitting in the green room. They're really bright in there. You know, they're put new kind of, it's like.
You know, these lights right above us, I like to have them off normally. I turned them on this morning because it was kind of dark in here when the show started. I can turn them back off now that it's daylight.
I know, maybe so. They're just, it's just me being hypersensitive. And it really is. It makes me so my eyes just want to go, which probably not good if you're driving.
No.
I mean, I'm thinking. I don't know how long you can last not seeing, but not long.
You're a veteran driver.
Yeah, you kind of know. You can drive by here. You hear a crash, go the other way.
If you feel a crash.
Yeah, kind of try to figure it's on the right front or left front and adjust.
728 here at WRMN, 847-931-1410. Linda Carter checks in. Good morning, Larry J.
Hey, Linda.
Welcome back to Monday. Stay dry. Brendan says, on Saturday, we were driving through Chicago. We saw McCormick Place in Chicago.
Good for you.
And we saw downtown Chicago skyscrapers. Way to go, Brendan.
Good. I'm glad he's out seeing stuff.
Yeah. Sensational Shelley says, good morning. What a beautiful day it's going to be. Have a great day. Crazy Kathy says, hope you are doing great, Larry.
Hi, Kath.
Crazy Kathy in the house. First shift, Sherry checks in. I saw she had a little Facebook rant over the weekend.
Oh,
did you see that?
It's good for her.
I don't even look at Facebook.
If she didn't do that, she would explode. So you just got to let it out. Kind of, it's like purging yourself. Kind of breathe in relaxation and push out that other stuff.
And if you aren't just vulgar and awful, to use Facebook as a platform to rant a little bit can be okay.
Doesn't hurt.
Oh.
I agree with you. As long as it's not malicious.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you use it, if it's therapeutic, that's fine. And I think then you need to decide how many people did you hurt. And if it's only a few, it still might be okay.
She was complaining about someone who was complaining about the $3 price tag.
I know.
To come into the Elgin Public Museum.
$3.
Yeah.
Now, I shouldn't poo-poo that, I guess, because I know there are people in our lives that $3 is a lot of money.
Yeah.
But I would challenge you to go find anything to do for $3. Maybe use the washroom at McDonald's.
Yeah.
But other than,
and then you feel guilty like you should buy a cup of coffee while you're there.
I always feel that way. I do.
And then you're still paying $3.
Yeah. No, that's right. Yeah. I guess there are some people who wouldn't feel guilty, but I do.
Yeah. So, good morning to Cheeseburger, Sherry Aschenbrenner.
She always has a nice smile.
I know.
On her way to work.
On her way to work, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure I smiled that much when I was headed to work. It was more like...
Yeah, depends on the day for me.
Yeah.
Mondays I'm usually not smiling too much, but today I feel pretty good.
Really?
Yeah.
You got that the 5K behind you. You have accomplishments, so you should be in a good mood.
Yeah.
It's just when you come in here and you realize the weekend's gone by and you have nothing to show for it, and now you're reloaded for another week, that's hard,
Yeah.
Yeah.
847-931-1410. First shift Sherry says, Monday off. It's my favorite kind of morning. Rainy and relaxing. She likes a rainy morning.
I like rainy mornings if I don't have to do anything.
I'm okay with rainy mornings if I know it's going to turn to sunshine later, which today it is.
Mm-hmm.
So this is okay, especially because to me, I thought it was supposed to be more of a rainy weekend. And it wasn't for the most part.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's scattered, right? There was times in between, so... And it wasn't a thunderstorm, so that doesn't knock anything off, if you run in the rain a little bit, that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. I think I felt 3 drops fall when I was out in the backyard yesterday afternoon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I had a fun job yesterday after I got back from hanging out with Dean and Roger and doing the radio station stuff.
Yeah.
And we ate, went back home, and I said, you know what? Today I'm going to try to get the cover off of the pool.
Oh boy.
Well, in the past few years, we never get the cover on good enough to where halfway through the winter the leaves take over and they push the cover down.
I know.
And
do you put a pillow on it? One of those big air pillows to help it support?
I think we have before, but I guess we didn't do it this time.
Helps. That helps a lot. Yeah.
So the cover was down in the pool with a bunch of leaves on it.
Oh, yeah.
And It was too and some water too, even though we've pumped some water out of the pool already.
Which is not really clean water when it gets in the pool, right? It's kind of
Yeah. So it's too heavy to pull the cover off out with all those leaves on it.
Yeah.
Wet leaves, especially since it's been raining quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And so I got a ladder and I put it in the pool and I climbed down the ladder and I just started shoveling leaves out of the ladder, out of the pool.
Uh-huh.
And it wasn't too bad. Those things, they smell a lot, though.
Yeah. You have to be careful, though, don't you, that you don't do something with your liner in there?
Yeah.
That would
I tried to be careful,
That would scare me. Yeah.
But I was shoveling on top. The cover was still on top.
Oh, okay. So you weren't down at the bottom of the pool liner doing stuff. You were working at the cover.
Well, the cover was on the pool liner, but I felt like that was an extra little layer of protection.
Because there comes a time with some things, including the pool, that it seems like my worst case imaginable, when I think, boy, I hope so-and-so doesn't happen, it does. You know? I mean, really. Like, boy, I hope I don't do this. And then I go, hey, look, you did. So
I tried to make an effort not to, puncture the bottom of the pool with the shovel.
That'll answer the question, what do I do with this dirty water?
Yeah.
It'll be gone.
So I got a lot of leaves out. It was smelly. It's kind of nasty.
Uh-huh.
But then I pulled on the pool cover, and I got it out, Larry.
Good job, buddy.
Success. So it was a successful day.
Good for you.
Yeah.
See, again, why? Another reason Monday seems like a good day. You've got this list, this big list of accomplishments.
Yeah. Over the weekend, the White Sox won 3 games.
Swept them, buddy.
Tampa Bay, too.
I know.
How'd that happen? Tampa Bay, even when the White Sox were good, Tampa Bay usually beat the White Sox.
All I can tell you is they're not the worst team in baseball now.
The Marlins are.
Yes, they are. And they're within about a game of moving up to the 3rd worst team.
Really?
Yeah, they're on their way, pal.
They went 3-22, and now they're 3-0.
I know.
In the last 3 games.
Benintendi had 4 RBIs, and he scored 6 for the year.
Yeah.
And got 6 Saturday.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I think 2 more yesterday. He's finally playing at the level he's paid for. That's a great thing.
Yeah. Not such a great weekend for the Cubs.
Well, they're hurting now. They got some injuries.
They are hurting a little bit now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And they beat Boston. They look really good Friday night. I guess I made a mistake. Were you on that text chain? Yeah, you were.
Yeah.
So, man, the Cubs really look good tonight.
I know, you shouldn't do that.
No.
Don't do that.
They won 7-1. They made a bunch of clutch hits. It wasn't like a bunch of home runs. It was singles, doubles, just good hitting, a good performance, 7-1.
Yeah.
Next day, Boston 17, Cubs nothing.
Wow. Wow.
17-0. And then last night, they fell behind 4-0, came back and tied a game 4-4.
Yeah.
Mike Tauchman, my man, a 3-run homer to tie it, but then Boston won in the 9th inning.
I see your favorite first baseman's back.
Who?
The guy you got your picture taken with.
Oh, yeah, Matt Mervis.
Yes.
Yeah, Matt's back. They're trying to give him some playing time.
Yeah.
He had an RBI single last night.
Well, that's good. He's going to have to do more than that to stay, though.
I know.
Yeah.
It seems, George and I have been texting that he seems to be a little bit overmatched for whatever reason when he gets to this level.
Yeah. Well, maybe he's a great AAA player. You know, you don't get to do that. There's not that many Crash Craddocks in baseball that get to hang around the minor leagues forever. So
no,
they need your
spot. But it seems like if you could he doesn't dominate AAA, but he does really, really well in AAA.
Yeah.
There's Northwest Wes and Northwest Wesley Jr. II.
Aye.
Rolling by the radio station on this Monday morning.
Yes.
Hold on a second.
I know.
Shut your mouth, you thong-wearing fatty.
There you go.
Shut your mouth, you thong-wearing fatty.
There you go. One more time.
Shut your mouth, you thong-wearing fatty.
All right. The trifecta. Can't put the camera on you this morning. We don't have our outdoors cam hooked up yet. But
there's nothing that stimulates education like hearing that 3 times on your way to school, I think.
Yeah. So you guys, shut your mouths, you thong-wearing fatties, and have a great day.
Yes.
So it's 7:37 here at WRMN. And thanks for joining us today. We'll check some news stories. Maybe we'll take a little break here and then come back and start hitting the news a little bit. All right, we'll do that and come back with more of the show. It's a Monday morning. We'd love to hear from you if you want to give us a call. We'll cover some news stories in just a moment on a Monday here at WRMN. Good morning.
Twin Zeros, located at 4870 North Harlem Avenue in Harwood Heights, serves traditional gyros as well as its award-winning chicken gyros on a pita. Twin Gyros has a diverse menu that includes barbecue ribs, chicken dinners, Philly cheesesteak sandwiches, cheeseburgers, and Vienna beef hot dogs that have recently been inducted into the Vienna Beef Hot Dog Hall of Fame. Check out the full menu at twinzeros.com. That's Twin Zeros at 4870 North Harlem Avenue in Harwood Heights, Illinois.
Hey parents, are you searching for the ultimate spring break and summer solution for your kids? Look no further than Adrenaline Monkeys Adventure Camp in West Dundee. The week-long camps are ideal for ages 5 through 12. They're packed with exciting activities like obstacle courses, climbing, and educational demos. Look for full or half-day options to keep your kids active and engaged. Enroll now for spring break and summer 2024 at adrenalinemonkeyfun.com/WD and transform their time off into unforgettable adventures.
For an absolutely amazing meal and attentive, smiling staff, try Red Ox Restaurant and Bar in Hampshire. They have a delicious Friday night fish fry. There's so many great dishes on the menu that'll keep you returning. Try their savory French onion soup. Then for your main course, choose from a wide variety of steaks and chops, fried chicken, shrimp, or juicy prime rib, done just the way you like it. Red Ox also has daily specials and a full bar for you and your friends. Visit redoxhampshire.com today.
Do you own an annuity, either fixed rate, indexed, or variable? Are you paying high fees and getting low returns? If so, Annuity General would like you to have this free book to learn the pitfalls and mistakes of buying an annuity. The Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers contains the little-known truths about annuities, like how to help reduce your fees and increase retirement income. And it's free. That's right, free. As a bonus, we'll also throw in a free annuity rate report just for calling. We researched over 1,000 annuities and summarized rates and benefits from financially strong insurers. You get Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers and the Annuity Rate Report, both absolutely free for calling Annuity General today. Hurry, supplies are limited. Call now.
800-760-1845. 800-760-1845. 800-760-1845. That's 800-760-1845.
When you need your banker, they should be ready to put you first. At Wintrust, you can have the banking experience you need and the one you deserve. Ready for a change? We've made it even easier. Our new sophisticated online platform makes opening accounts a breeze, but our bankers are always here for you. Open a new Total Access checking account in minutes at wintrust.com/fast. Plus, get $300.
$100 required to open. Requirements to qualify. Must use link to apply.
Member FDIC.
There's a price war in the insurance business, and you may be paying too much. Call the Term Lifeline right now and see if you can save 40%. $500,000 plans and up, that's our specialty. Even great smokers' rates. Protect your family today. Call the Term Lifeline right now for a free quote. 866-509-TERM, 866-509-TERM, 866-509-TERM.
Experts say regular auto maintenance is one of the most important things for your car. Meineke Car Care Center at 376 Sundown Road in South Elgin covers all your automotive needs. From oil changes, brake services, and emission testing, Meineke's expert staff provides hard work and dedication with the utmost professionalism. Need an oil change? Visit Meineke in South Elgin for their 23-point inspection. Call 847-888-9644. We're celebrating Toto today on the show.
All I wanna do in the middle of the
Welcome back to the first shift Monday morning. That's a good song, isn't it, Larry?
Not my favorite.
No?
No. I mean, it's not bad. And I like Toto.
It's got some good momentum, I think.
They had as you played Toto earlier, I was trying to think of what my favorite song is. Kind of a slow song of theirs, and I can't think of the name.
Really?
Yeah.
Not Africa, right?
No. I just remember that because everybody tried to think whether the rain hard, whether it rained hard in Africa or the rain never falls in Africa or whatever. Nobody knew. Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know.
Well, there's a great, really slow song from Toto that I like too, but I didn't know anybody else but me knew it.
Well, maybe this is not the same one. Did you think that? We can all have our own special songs, mister.
I don't know too many slow songs by Toto, though. That's the thing.
I know.
Yeah.
I'll look it up. It's okay. I'll find it. I'm not doing anything.
How about this song? Is this it?
Yeah, that's it. I love that song. Yes.
This is it?
Yeah.
You know this song?
Oh, of course.
I love this song.
Me too.
Love this song.
If I had another chance tonight.
Makes you think of everything you screwed up in your life that maybe would have been important now.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yep. Not to get too deep here in the morning show.
Why not?
Yeah.
You cut the lights out in here?
I bring the room down a little bit.
Raining outside?
Yep. Actually, that made a big difference, getting rid of that light. I mean, I'm like, damn.
That light's bright. I don't like it, but it was dark when I got here early this morning.
Well, you gotta. When you're first in here, you know. That's a great song.
I guess I held myself to blame. Time can erase the things we said, but it gives me time to realize that you're the one instead. No, I won't hold you back now.
I thought I was the only one who knew that song, Larry.
Oh, no, buddy. Never underestimate the depth of my musical knowledge.
I Won't Hold You Back.
That's a great song.
From about, I don't know what year, somewhere in the mid-1980s, I think. Yeah, me too. Love that song. 847-931-1410 on a Monday morning. And let's take a phone call.
You want to?
Yeah.
I guess that's why we got him.
I really want to talk to this guy, as a matter of fact.
You do?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's not who you think it is.
Yeah. Well, as soon as you said that, I knew that.
Although you weren't sure if I was serious.
No, sometimes you tease me.
Well, I think it's Mean Gene.
Oh, great.
So let's see what he's got for us this morning. Hey, Gene.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Good, Gene. How are you?
Oh, doing good. Doing good.
Good.
What's up with you, man?
Getting out watching the dam over here by my apartment building, and these river bugs are getting bad. They fly in your mouth and your eyes, everything.
Yeah.
That river bug time of the year.
It is that time.
Got to fight them off, yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking about you yesterday. My daughter, I asked her, I said, what would you like to eat? And she said to me, there is no good pizza in Los Angeles. I want to go to Wise Guys. And that's where that's where we went and had pizza. Yeah.
Wow.
Really?
Yep.
Well, kudos to Wise Guys, because I feel the same way.
Except
I like them.
They're not up the hill here anymore, are they?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, right there by you.
They are here?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought somebody said they moved. I haven't been that far lately.
No. But she likes their double dough pizza, which I don't like. But since she's a visitor from a faraway place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, their crust is kind of bready, but it's a really good flavor.
But I just don't like the double. All I see the crust for is a way to keep the cheese and sausage and stuff together. That's what I see. Yeah. Yep.
Hey, I wanted to say thank you to everybody again that helped me out and it's keeping me going and getting better. And I would have been way far ahead if I wouldn't got on that had the accident.
Yeah,
Right? But
yeah.
I'm getting better from that.
You sound good.
You do.
You sound really good.
Yeah, I'm ready to do some karaoke. About a month from there. From that.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. But hey, I wanted to. Have you guys heard from George?
I haven't spoken with George. We've been texting some.
Yeah.
But I haven't spoken with him for about a week now, I think.
Okay. I haven't been able to hear from you either. I'm trying to get hold of the system you got now. I'm trying to get the what time you're on and all that. So I've been listening more, so I'm getting down to it now.
Yeah.
So I was able to call you. But you said something about you had turkey and dressing somewhere?
Yeah, yesterday at Willie and Grace's. That was their lunch special.
Oh, okay.
Was it good?
Because I heard they have that. I was in there one day and somebody said they have really good turkey and dressing.
It was their lunch special. It was $11.99, which is not bad for
not at all.
Everything you got. It was a good helping of turkey, and I think it was mashed potatoes and stuffing, green beans.
They have really good chicken and dumplings.
Oh, I like chicken and dumplings too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have real good that. I get that. Well, I haven't in a long time, but I used to stop there and get that. It was really good.
Yeah. So you feeling okay?
Yeah. I'm moving along. I'm better than yesterday. I just wanted to say one thing I do when I wake up in the morning is just like that. And I never even thought about it till you played that song Total. His first verse. All I do when I wake up in the morning was how's it go? Something to be alive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you thank the Lord. I woke up. That's the first thing. So
right.
I never even thought about it until you played that, and I just been that goes on your mind when you have these stupid accidents. And it was my dad's birthday yesterday, so I did a lot of thinking back about that. He told me a week ahead of time that he's going to check out. He told me that, and I thought he meant he's going to retire.
Yeah.
And he said, no, my dad died at 71 years old, so if something happens to me, I don't want you being all upset. And I said, don't talk like that. I got kind of upset with him. And that next Saturday, that was it.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. It's like they know,
I think so.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it was good talking to you guys. I wanted to say hi to a buddy of mine. We talk a lot. He listens to you too. Mike Douglas. Mickey D, we know him as. He's a truck driver. Moving along on highways every day.
Oh,
yeah.
Good.
He does a lot of the shopping show and listen to Matt.
Well, thank you, Mickey D, for listening when you listen to the station. It's good to hear from you, Gene.
All right, I'm gonna get my cousin. She lives in the building and try to make our way. You've been hearing about me getting up to the Legion. That's like she rides me up there, and we play a couple of tickets on the
Queen of
Legion,
the Queen of Hearts. Yeah.
But I'm gonna put them under the bus because I got a spy in there, and they said that after they pull the ticket, they give away some free beverages, so to say. And they've been letting, I don't know, I guess it's like the same guy. He's not putting his whole name on there, and that, you can't start doing that stuff because money's getting too big. You're supposed to put your both names on there, your full name,
right?
Because what if they do call the same guy and he's just got his initial on there? That's not right.
Mm-hmm.
But the rules are you got to have both names, so they shouldn't be slipping up like that, even if it's for a drink. Not to be a stippler, but
yeah, I think I know who you're talking about.
You got to go by the rules.
I think I know who you're talking about, Gene.
Just because it's a drink, that doesn't matter. Because he'll think, well, I'll just keep doing that because if you're not calling them out on it or letting people know, they're going to keep doing that. You can't go by that. If somebody pull the whatever 30,000, whatever it is now, and it's just an initial, that's just going to have a lot of people upset.
Right.
So
I haven't heard from the commander yet this morning, but I think it's 29,533 or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Yes, that's up there. So I remember back years ago when I started playing Lightning, there's this one lady, and I'll probably get a knee in the head for this, but she's playing 10 cards in Lightning. Before, they used to do these same 4 games all the time. So you only could play 5 cards. You could only buy 5 cards. So this lady would always have 10 cards. So I asked him one time, I said, well, why does she play 10 cards? And he said, well, she's playing for somebody, a friend of hers. Oh, well, I'm waiting on my friend, too. Give me 10. Oh, no, you're not. We know you're not. I said, well, you know what? If her friend isn't here, and she hasn't been for the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks I've seen, she shouldn't play but 5 cards. So he goes over there and says, well, I can only give you 5 cards, and gave her her money back. So Eugene's making a big deal about, no, my name shouldn't even been mentioned. You go by the rules you made. You made the rules. You should go by them. That's what I think. So.
Yes, sir. Well, good to hear from you, Gene.
Rules and change them. Good talking to you guys.
All right, Gene. You take care, buddy.
Talk to you, Larry.
Okay.
All right. Have a good day.
Don't be a stranger. All right, bye. All right, Mean Gene checking in. 847-931-1410 if you want to check in with us today. Good morning to Mark Cool Blue. He drove by a couple of minutes ago. And he said with his hands, like he always does, just hang loose, bro.
Got me some slack, Jack.
MCB driving by. He's on the Hawker's Log today. A bit of a rainy morning, but things are going to improve, I hear. Current temperature is about 60. Winds are out of the southeast at 12 miles an hour. Heading for a high of about 70 today. This rain should be letting up. Maybe a little sunshine later. 47 for the overnight low tonight. Tomorrow, a really nice day. Sunshine with a high of 72. And Wednesday, mostly sunny. Maybe an isolated shower and a high of 77 on Wednesday.
Yeah.
So it should dry up for you to get caught up on your yard, Larry.
Got to do it.
Yeah.
Got to.
Let's see, 7:54. Got about 4 minutes here before the top of the hour. Checking some news stories from over the weekend. Did you see this guy who was on some sort of a television dating game? Turned out to be a total perv?
No.
Oh. A man who was a contestant 9 years ago on an MTV show, wanted on sex crime charges in Lake County, is now being detained pre-trial after allegedly eluding police for more than a year. Connor Smith, 34 years old, he was on the dating show Are You the One back in 2015.
And he wasn't.
No.
Yes.
He might have been that.
Yeah.
He might have been a good-looking man in the eyes of some of the ladies on that show, but
yeah,
sometimes that can be misleading.
Ted Bundy was on the dating game.
Yeah, I heard something like that.
Yeah, he was. I watched a special about him, and they showed him. And the woman picked him. And then after meeting him, she told the people on the show, I'm not going out with him.
Because she could detect that he was strange?
I don't think she saw him as a serial killer, but she just said, no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah. Well, this guy made his first appearance. He was arrested March the 29th in Pinellas County, Florida. He made his first appearance in Lake County Court last Wednesday. He was denied pretrial release. Formerly of Orland Park and now of Clearwater, Florida, charged February the 9th of last year with traveling to meet a minor, grooming and disseminating harmful material. Mm-hmm. The case was investigated by the Sheriff's Office and the Naval Criminal Investigative Service. An undercover investigator posed online as a 15-year-old girl and busted him.
Now, how old is he?
34. Yeah. Authorities say
that might show a problem. If you think the best chances you got is with the 15-year-old girl, and you're 34, maybe it's showing a little problem there. Perhaps. I mean, I don't play even a psychologist, but I just feel there's something there.
Right.
Yeah.
We had a domestic violence over the weekend that resulted in a previous domestic violence. The guy was out, and then he killed that person that he had abused before and then killed himself.
I know. That's always...
That happens a fair amount of time, doesn't it?
Yeah.
A man released from jail earlier this month on misdemeanor domestic battery charges shot and killed his wife Friday night in Villa Park. Winston Elguazabal, age 47.
Common spelling.
Elguazabal.
Yeah.
Had been arrested April the 14th, pretrial released April the 16th on a GPS monitor with an order to stay at least 1,000 feet away from Julie Elguazabal, 49 years old, according to Villa Park Police. But at 11:53 Friday night, police were dispatched to a home on the 300 block of East Monroe for an alarm on the GPS monitor.
Yeah.
It had alerted them that
He was there.
He was violating.
He's there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Responding officers removed 2 teenagers and the family dog from the house. A SWAT team then found the Alguazables dead in a bedroom.
Yeah.
A gun was found next to Winston, the perpetrator.
Nice. If you feel so terrible, just go off by yourself.
Yeah.
No, I'm not an advocate of suicide. But if you're made up your mind that's going to happen, just go somewhere where you don't make a mess. You know what I mean? Don't have people's last memories of how big of a cleanup they have. And just you don't have to take somebody else along. Just go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Domestics are so, we could talk more about it next hour because we're running out of time here, but they're so tricky because people usually aren't kept in jail very long, but so
not domestics. And I saw the state attorney didn't ask for him to be held either.
Right.
So.
All right, more coming up in the next hour. It's hour 1 in the books. First shift on a Monday morning here at WRMN.
It is someone else's dream, but Columbia College of Missouri has changed all that. With individualized attention and ongoing support, Columbia College knows a future built by you is a future built for you. Columbia College of Missouri Elgin Campus, your new starts now. Visit ccis.edu.
Take your family out or meet up with a friend for breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the Elgin IHOP, located at 101 Randall Road by the theater. They're open for dining 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Stop in at 3 p.m. for happy hour with discounted meal deals for early birds starting at just $6. You can choose from breakfast choices like the pancake sundaes or juicy burgers or maybe a classic burrito bowl. Check out the menu at ihop.com.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410. Elgin time, 8 o'clock.
With your AM 1410 WRMN Newsflash, I'm Sean Kernan. Brought to you by Linzess. The City of Elgin has announced that due to ongoing work on the Highland and Chicago Street bridges, inspections for the Kimball and National Street bridges have been postponed until the current closures are lifted. The City of Elgin is hiring for its Science, Technology, Engineering, Arts, and Math Summer Internship Program. 10 students who are interested in STEAM careers can find their work in the IT department, police, water, parks, special events, or the city manager's office. Find out more on the City of Elgin website. In Kane County, the historic Cole Pope House, an architectural gem from 1867, is undergoing historic renovation. The project focuses on revitalizing the building's exterior, addressing such areas as the roof, chimney, and the paintwork with an intent to preserve the vibrant yellow Italianate style recognized by so many. With your AM 1410 WRMN Newsflash, I'm Sean Kernan.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. Go ahead, feel your engine. Admire that perfectly installed exhaust. Your vehicle's moving along this freeway like it was made from fresh installs and a whole lot of love. With eBay Motors, you get over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds, which could be life-changing. I mean, you could put that money towards concert tickets for your daughter to see that singer who sings about painful breakups. And one song will inspire your little beauty to break up with that beast she's dating, Brian. Instead, she'll date someone who's nice and worthy of her love, not someone who addresses you and your spouse as bro. And it's all because you could save money switching at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, not available in all states.
Twin Zeros at 4870 North Harlem Avenue in Harwood Heights, Illinois. Check out the full menu at twinzeros.com. Twin Zeros Restaurant in Harwood Heights not only serves traditional gyros, but also has chicken gyro sandwiches. Twin Zeros also serves a variety of sandwiches ranging from cheeseburgers and Vienna beef hot dogs that have recently been inducted into the Vienna Beef Hot Dog Hall of Fame, Italian beef, Italian sausage, and combo sandwiches. To ethnic favorites such as Slovaki and Grecian chicken. Slovaki is shish kebabs, specifically chicken or pork shish kebabs, grilled to perfection, served on a warm pita with tomatoes, onions, and our homemade tzatziki sauce. You can also enjoy barbecue ribs served every day. Twins is open 7 days a week and also delivers locally. Located at 4870 North Harlem Avenue in Harwood Heights. Check out the full menu at twinzeros.com. That's twinzeros.com.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN. At Fenway Park, the Red Sox cut by the Cubs 5-4. Boston scored the winning run in the bottom of the ninth. Tyler O'Neill with a game-ending bloop single. The Cubs trailed 4-1 before Mike Tauchman hit a tying 3-run homer in the eighth. The White Sox swept Tampa with a 4-2 win in Chicago on Sunday. The Sox have wins in 3 straight. Eric Fetty tossed 7-hit ball into the ninth, helping the Sox improve to 6-22. It's still the worst record in Major League Baseball. They outscored Tampa 21-13 over the series. Gavin Sheets and Eloy Jimenez, each with 3 hits for the Sox in the finale. American Hockey League playoffs, the Grand Rapids Griffins took a 3-2 overtime win over Rockford in Game 1 of their division semifinal series. Game 2 this Wednesday night in Rockford. Bundle auto and home, renters or condo, and save with Progressive. I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
Are you ready for Mother's Day? Macy's Friends and Family is going on right now. It's the perfect time to save on the perfect gift for mom with an extra 30% off designers that rarely go on sale when you use your coupon or Macy's card. And take 15% off makeup, fragrances, and more beauty favorites she'll love. Plus, get your Mother's Day gifts even faster when you pick up in-store or curbside. Today at Macy's. Savings off regular sale and clearance prices. Exclusions apply.
Some people just know the more you protect, the more you save with Allstate because they know insurance math. Like if you protect your home and auto, Allstate can save you up to 25%. So it's like losing money if you don't bundle. Save more when you protect more. Bundle home and auto with Allstate today.
Bundled savings vary by state and are not available in every state. Saving up to 25% is the countrywide average of the maximum available savings off the home policy. Allstate Vehicle and Property Insurance Company.
This is Marky B inviting you to feel the power of the first shift.
To God be the glory, my brother. Thank you so much. You are such an inspiration to many of folks that's here in Elgin. I'm in West Dundee. I'm a Dundeeite now, not an Elginite anymore, but I love you. I can even give a number of prayers that we as a people continue to grow and to be there for one another. Please, people, let's get on board. Check on your neighbors, check on your friends, and just give an inspiration that life is worth living.
It's the first shift weekday mornings from 6 until 10 right here on WRMN.
Family owned for over 40 years with 3 locations around the Elgin area, Beef Villa is open and ready to serve you. Stop in or drive through and get your lunch or dinner hot and fast. Enjoy burgers, dogs, chicken, and of course beef is waiting for you at either Elgin locations or South Elgin location of Beef Villa. Stop in for the Friday fish special, Villa Burger, pulled pork, or the incredible salads available from Beef Villa. Need help feeding a large group? Catering is always easy with Beef Villa. Go to beefvilla.com for catering options. That's beefvilla.com.
Welcome to the 8 o'clock hour, the first shift here on this Monday morning. Larry Jones back with me in just a few minutes for the second hour of this show. Live from Studio 14 in downtown Elgin. We are sitting around 60 degrees so far. Current temperature at 59 as we head for a high today of about 70. The rain letting up, and I see some bright skies to the east. We might have some sunshine in a few hours, so that's something to look forward to. WRMN News Time is 8:06 on this Monday morning. Brian Kilmeade next hour, out to lunch today at noon, and the radio shopping show this afternoon at 3. Let's win this day. Elgin and the Fox River Valley are open for business. Good morning.
With your AM 1410 WRMN Newsflash, I'm Sean Kernan. Brought to you by Prevnar 20. The City of Elgin is hiring for its Science, Technology, Engineering, Arts, and Math Summer Internship Program. 10 students who are interested in STEAM careers can find their work in the IT department, police, water, parks, special events, or the city manager's office. Find out more on the City of Elgin website. In Kane County, the historic Cole Pope House, an architectural gem from 1867, is undergoing historic renovation. The project focuses on revitalizing the building's exterior, addressing such areas as the roof, chimney, and the paintwork, with an intent to preserve the vibrant yellow Italianate style recognized by so many. The City of Elgin has announced that due to ongoing work on the Highland and Chicago Street bridges, inspections for the Kimball and National Street bridges have been postponed until the current closures are lifted. With your AM 1410 WRMN Newsflash, I'm Sean Kernan.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. Go ahead, feel your engine. Admire that perfectly installed exhaust. Your vehicle's moving along this freeway like it was made from fresh installs and a whole lot of love. With eBay Motors, you get over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds, which could be life-changing. I mean, you could put that money towards concert tickets for your daughter to see that singer who sings about painful breakups. And one song will inspire your little beauty to break up with that beast she's dating, Brian. Instead, she'll date someone who's nice and worthy of her love, not someone who addresses you and your spouse as bro. And it's all because you could save money switching at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
Tommy James and the Shondells brings us back into hour 2 with a great song.
Look over yonder. What do you see? The sun is rising, most definitely. A new day's coming. Ooh, people are changing. Ain't it beautiful? Ooh, crystal blue persuasion.
Tommy James' birthday today. Welcome back to hour 2 of the show. Marky B, Larry Jones. That's local legend Larry Jones. And radio's Marky B with you on a Monday. Wow, great song. We're playing some good music, I think, on the show today.
You've done it again. That's my favorite Tommy James.
Is it?
Favorite, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Tommy James, born in 1947.
Yeah. Still a young man.
Yeah. 77 years young.
Yes.
American singer, songwriter, and born in Dayton, Ohio, if you're keeping score at home.
And you should be.
Yeah. Crystal Blue Persuasion. It is 8:10 on a Monday morning here at WRMN. And hope you're feeling okay today. We're going to get to some more comments, but we have a phone call to start us off here in the second hour.
We do?
Yes, believe it or not, at 847-931-1410. He's analytical and political all at the same time. He's our friend James to start us off this hour. Hey, James.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, Jim.
What's up, buddy?
How's things up there?
Getting better every day.
Yes, the sun is a-rising.
Most definitely.
Good, yeah. That's good to hear.
I'm looking down Action Alley right now,
Yep.
and yeah, I do. The sun is actually starting to try to work its way through the clouds. We had a little overnight rain last night, James, but we've been in a very warm mode the last couple of days. Through the weekend, it was in the 70s all weekend.
Well, rain at night and sun during the day is a good combination.
I agree.
That'll bring the crops in, buddy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. That's right. Hey, listen, I wanted to comment on, during your news break, there was a news item out of Florida. And I've noticed that for some reason in the state of Florida, the sheriffs really do a great job, the sheriff's departments down there as far as law enforcement goes. And apparently they had a shooting with an individual. I don't know if you ever heard of the term sovereign citizens, but they're a group that in the country that are very dangerous. And so apparently the chief went before a news conference. I don't know if you caught this during your news break, and or the sheriff, I should say, the sheriff went before a news conference, and he said that the individual that was dispatched by the police in the shooting, he said he asked for a gunfight. We gave him a gunfight, and he'll never have another gunfight.
I know.
They said that in the news?
Oh, no, the sheriffs down there, they know their voter base. They completely know their voter base.
That's great.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, and so this is something that existed throughout law enforcement at one time. And so the sheriff is an elected law enforcement official of a county. And so they make these decisions. And I'll tell you, these guys, the people, the deputies that work for these type of sheriffs, these type of leaders, and I call them leaders with absolute respect, to make these decisions and say that they're not going to put up with this nonsense that we see happen in other parts of the country. And I just want to say on a personal level, I had the absolute honor to serve with real men in my tenure that didn't falter when bad people decided to do bad things. And so when I look back on that and I hear these stories and see these stories on the news, it gives me a little hope that there are still there's still law enforcement leadership out there that back their people, especially in like in this case, okay? They acted in accordance with the law, knowing that the leadership, that they had ultimate confidence in their leadership. And that's when you can get good things done. So I thought that was a great story.
I find all their press conferences to be very kind of entertaining, actually.
It's like sheriffs from the Wild Wild West or something.
I always catch the ones. The guy's name was Grady Judd, and I can't remember what county he's in.
Great name.
Yeah, it is a great name, isn't it? And I remember one of his quotes was like, I have this message for everyone who comes to our county and thinks that they can shoot at my police. We're going to try to kill you.
Yep. Love it.
Yep.
Yeah, I did see a press conference by him. He's a very articulate guy, very articulate, very focused.
Direct.
Mm-hmm.
And
not mincing a lot of words.
No.
And
that's, you know what? If you shoot at the police, that's probably should be the response. They're the last line. If somebody's shooting at the police, there's nobody else that's going to keep them in check. Right? Yeah. That's the last line, the last defense for you and bad people. If somebody shoots at them, now I might be a little biased. Let's throw that out there.
Well, and if somebody else serves as the last line, they're going to get in trouble for it.
That's right. Exactly. Yes.
Well, in many jurisdictions today, what you see is immediately through the media, naturally, the focus goes on the police.
Yeah, I know.
It's like, well, what did they do wrong? They must have done something wrong. The body cams and all this other stuff initially, I think, were put out there. All of this stuff that we see, the data collection on stops and all this nonsense that's been going on for decades now. It's all about what are the police doing wrong?
Right.
And I just want to put the word out that, law enforcement is the most regulated entity in public service. You've got public works, you've got all these different divisions within the local government and so on. So no one is regulated more. And there's no one has as much oversight.
Right.
And so, I mean, if there is this 0.25%, I'm not even going to use the 1% number, 0.25% of law enforcement out there that are, I'll use this term, rogue, that you hear in the media. That's a stunning number when you think about all of the other things that are going on out there in public service and public the people that have the public trust, especially politicians of all. So I think the public in those jurisdictions where the police are hampered. The public should be outraged, actually. I mean, the people, as you said before, Larry, they must know their voter base.
Mm-hmm.
And that what that equates to is a quote by another famous sheriff who I had the honor to meet on a trip to Arizona one time out in Maricopa County. And he stated at a press conference that I'm only doing what the people that elected me.
Right.
Okay, the people that elected me want me to do this. And so that's what it equates to. So basically, if the people don't care, that's what they get.
Right.
If the people care, they're going to want a guy that's a real leader and is going to give them safety in their community. That's simple as that.
Yep.
Yeah, I know.
And you know who I'm talking to? Joe Arpaio.
Sure.
Who as soon as the demographics started to change in Maricopa County, they wanted him out.
Right.
And now they got nothing but problems.
Right. Right.
And here's the thing that I found interesting when I met him. He says, "Oh, you're from Chicago." He says, "I started my career in Chicago."
Really?
And I never knew that. Actually, because he worked. I guess he started working for the DEA, and he worked out of Chicago originally.
Oh.
And then eventually went out. I don't know whatever happened to him, but I have an autographed picture of him with me, so it's hanging on the wall with all, some of my other stuff. But there again, he was a leader that did not falter, and so that's amazing.
Yeah, it is.
Anyway, I just wanted to point that out in that news story. It was a great news story.
Yeah. Well, thanks for calling, James.
Thanks, Jim.
Okay, guys.
Take care,
bye.
pal.
Take care.
Bye. Yeah.
James calling in.
You know, on that kind of level, I saw that they have a warrant for a man who they say killed that police officer last week in Chicago on his way home.
Yeah.
An Aurorian.
Oh, really?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Someone from Aurora, but
you know what I found, and I've been retired a long time, we're such a mobile society now that we were arresting a lot of people that were moving back and forth between Aurora, us, Elgin, Chicago. People, it used to be the old saying, go round up the usual suspects.
Yeah.
Kind of made sense. Now, the usual suspects can be any, people they're always on the move.
Mm-hmm.
So, yep.
Hard to find, too.
Yeah, they
right?
are. Right. Mm-hmm.
Especially criminals, they're always on the move.
Yeah.
Right? They don't usually have a steady home.
No,
somewhere.
they don't really care if their mail gets forwarded to them. So,
They're not paying the mortgage every month?
No, not at all. No. Nope.
847-931-1410. Get some phone calls coming in. So we'll stay with it here. And I have a feeling. We'll see if my feeling is
not
correct.
Not only you're a great runner, but you become almost like the see-all, know-all of things.
Yeah, that's
great.
I feel some food talk coming on.
Really?
On a Monday morning.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Let's see if that's true. Good morning. Welcome to the show.
How are you?
Hey, Susan.
Sidekick Susan in the house.
Yeah, Friday, me and Jose, there was an event at my church. Some speaker was speaking. Well, first we had a pizza party, and then a speaker, Adam Nathanson, spoke. He's a pastor, and it was really cool. Had a good time.
That's good.
I got a picture taken with him.
Of course you did. Yes, you're the most photographed photographer. That's a new word.
Yeah.
You're the most photographed person I know, Susan.
Oh, thank you.
Uh-huh. Yep.
What else is going on? You have a good weekend?
Yes, Saturday, went to Walmart, got Subway. I always help Becky out if she needs help with groceries. She helps me out. We help each other.
That's good.
It is good.
Yeah. Well, good. It was good to see you on Friday over at the West Wind Towers.
Well, good to see you, too. I like helping out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Susan puts the milk in the boxes.
That's
food
great.
Boxes.
It's good that she helps.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Makes things go faster. It was a rainy day delivering food on Friday.
Yeah.
So.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Jose says hi, taking care of his dad.
Oh, okay.
Is he?
Well, tell him hi for us, too.
Yeah, I will.
All right, hon. Okay.
Good to hear from you.
Take care, okay?
Bye, Fisher Chris. Okay.
Bye-bye, Sue.
Bye.
All right, bye. All right, downtown Jose and sidekick Susan. Susan checking in to report on the weekend a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah. 847-931-1410 as we cruise through some phone calls here. 8 o'clock hour, the first shift, Monday morning here on the 29th of April. 2 days from May already. Time's flying when you're living. David Tees joins us on the phone now. I bowled with David on Saturday night.
Did you?
Over at Liberty Lanes in Carpentersville.
Okay.
We had a little township tournament. Battle of the Townships.
How'd you do?
Elgin Township was the winner of the trophy.
Did you do your fair share?
I actually did do my fair share, Larry.
Okay.
It was on 5K day. It was a long day, an athletic day, and I bowled a 173, a 171, and a 138.
You kind of got tired at the end?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I got to say this about some of the local township politicians.
Mm-hmm.
They need bowling lessons.
Oh.
Because if I was the best bowler that night, you need bowling lessons. Good morning, David Tees.
Good morning. How you guys doing?
Good, Dave. How are you?
How are you?
Oh, Mark was the man. I mean, he kept us up there. He was the main reason why we won first place. I didn't bowl too good. I was really bad last Saturday night. It wasn't a good day for me. But he was he was the anchor. He was the guy that took us all the way to the championships.
You're the man, Mark.
How about that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, those synthetic floors were bringing David Tees down, right?
Yeah. That place. Let me see. Mardi Gras and Sycamore or DeKalb there, Bowling Green and Streamwood are not my favorite places to play.
Yeah. See, when you're a avid bowler like David is, you pay attention to all those little things like that.
Right.
Me, a bowling alley's a bowling alley.
Yeah.
Put the shoes on, let's go.
Let her rip. Yeah.
I'm getting stuck on the floor. I don't know it's because of the bowling alley. I just feel like, I'm tripping that night or something.
Tripping, man. I'm tripping.
But it was a fun night. Everybody had a great time. But like Larry said, we all got a little bit tired towards the end. It was a lot of bowling.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody had a bad third game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really everybody had a bad third game.
Had everybody run a 5K before?
I don't think so, Larry.
See, that's what I mean. You're like an Iron Man.
I have an excuse.
Yes, exactly.
But he was an Iron Man. He was bowling like a madman. Really good.
Yep.
Yeah, he's doing all right. Well, thanks, Dave. Good to see you Saturday night. Thanks for getting me in and making me a part of it.
Yeah, and then the next bowling fundraiser tournament will be in Elgin Lanes because the trophy comes to Elgin, and it will be in Elgin. And as soon as I get it engraved, we're gonna we're gonna take it down to WRMN and you guys put it up there that if people want to see it.
Yeah.
Maybe get a picture of you with it, Mark.
Wow, that'd be huge, wouldn't it, Larry? You want a picture with me and the trophy?
Could you sign it?
Yeah, I'll sign it for you.
Thanks, pal.
Yeah.
I'll put it in my scrapbook. It'll be great.
All right, you guys have a good day.
Thanks, Dave.
Thanks for calling, man. All right, David Tees checking in.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're out there, buddy.
No confidence in old Marky B, though. I was number 2 in the lineup of the 4 bowlers.
Yeah, kind of nestled in the bosom.
That's where you put your second worst bowler, isn't it?
I don't know that. I don't know if that's true, but yeah. Not now. Now you're going to be like the leadoff man, or you're going to be the, you're going to be
the anchor.
The anchor man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not some guy.
But you know what? And there was honestly, and I bowled pretty good. That was about the best I've bowled in a while.
Yeah.
Because I've been really not bowling well for a while, and don't do it often enough to care.
That's what you need to do. You need to do it more often.
But there was probably at least eight times in the 3 games.
Yeah.
At least where my first ball was a 9 and the 1 pin standing was the 10 pin.
Wow.
The 10 pin that I can't hit.
Yeah.
That 10 pin. The one in the corner on the very right corner.
You can't do that.
I cannot. I missed every single one. If I would have just gotten a couple of those 10 pins.
Now, do you try to go down the right board all the way, or do you come across from being at the back left and try to get it that way?
I come across from front left, but I still throw the ball too far out there, and it goes in the gutter.
Yeah.
It can't hang on. So I was talking to Roger, avid bowler.
He's your coach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On Sunday, and he said, you know what? Don't even try to don't even try to finesse those shots.
Yeah.
Just wing it right at the 10 pin. Throw it hard and throw it straight and see if you can get the 10 pin that way.
That's what you got to do.
Yeah.
Good. It's good you got him. You know what? He's kind of like your guy in Rocky, that little guy. I can't think of his name, who always took care of Rocky.
Mick?
That's it.
Yeah?
Yes. Rogers your Mick.
He's my Mick, yeah. 847-931-1410. We'll stay on the phones and check in with Westside Freddie this morning. What's going on, Westside?
Good morning, Mark.
Hey, Wes.
And LJ.
Hey, Fred.
Hey, I like all this reporting their weekend so far. Had a great weekend, but I wanted to share and kind of bring to attention people's what's happening downtown, and I'm sure it's happening everywhere. Thursday night, I was sitting in front of the professional building with the guy in my band. We were sipping on some coffee before I practiced, and like these three guys came up to the car and started knocking real aggressive on the windows, saying, "You got some money?"
Yeah.
And so we were like, "No," And I have nothing against city, dwellers or people, hanging around downtown, but have some graciousness when you come to ask for money, not demand my money.
Right.
So, and then it happened again Saturday morning. We were sitting in front of Side Street Studios. Oliver's taking an art class there, and luckily he just gone in, and me and my wife were sitting in the car, and a couple of guys came up to our car, started pounding on the windows. "You got some money?" And I just said, lay on that horn, So, but yeah, so there's like an issue of that, it's kind of, it's kind of changing, the element, what's happening downtown. So just be careful, everybody, and, keep your doors locked. If someone comes, being aggressive with you in your car, just lay on the horn. They're going to disperse. So, but love Elgin, love all the city.
So you think this is happening more often? So it happened twice to you in one weekend?
Yeah, in 3 days it happened twice.
Yeah,
wow.
So, and that's downtown Elgin, and even yesterday after church, my wife was like, "Well, there's some ominous-looking guys hanging out in front of the church, So,
they're getting more aggressive with their panhandling.
Yeah,
exactly. It's not, they're not panning, man. They're, they're demanding.
Yeah,
demand handling.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah,
exactly. So, when you see the mayor Friday, mention to her that, maybe they should, and the professional building is to block over from the police department,
Yeah.
Yeah, and well, the weather's getting warmer. More and more of those people will be out over the next several months.
Of course.
But it's one thing if they're just kind of like, I don't know, lingering around. But if they're going to knock on your window and stuff like that when you're on your...
And if they make you nervous, they make you uncomfortable, that's not a good thing.
No.
And
right.
That's what turns newcomers away from coming back.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, if that happened, I wouldn't even come back. But I technically have a business downtown, so I'm going to be there. But, So anyway, be careful, everybody. And, you, especially Mark, you're there every day. So,
yeah. I can outrun them,
anyway,
Westside. I can outrun them because I run 29.54 5Ks.
You're jackknoid, dude. Must be all that kicking in the past.
Yeah. All right, Westside. Thanks, buddy.
All right, guys. Have
See
a
you,
good
buddy.
show.
Take care. Yeah. Westside Freddie checking in.
Yeah.
8:31 here at WRMN. 847-931-1410.
2 times in 2 days may show a pattern,
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not good. That will make people uncomfortable, and that is the downfall. It's one thing if people are like standing at the corner or something, but if they're like if they're pounding aggressively on your window and demanding cash, that's a little unnerving for people.
Because then you think you're being accosted
Yeah,
almost.
kind of, or think that's the next step, right? That's the next step if you don't give it up.
I wonder if it's the intimidation factor. Now, those Westside was with some guys, but if it's that intimidation factor that would cause people to give them money,
sure it would.
Out of being
just to get away.
Fear.
Yeah, get away. It's like feel almost like it's one step below a robbery.
Right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, I saw that guy. There's one guy. He always hangs out at the corner of Lillian and McLean.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
that younger guy.
Mm-hmm.
I think he lives over in the apartment complex where Westside Freddy lives.
Yeah.
But, and he's not aggressive.
No, not at all.
He just kind of wanders back and forth in the median there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the first couple of times I saw him, my window would be open. He'd try to say something to me. I'd say something back. It was almost like, what's going on, man? You know, kind of a casual conversation. But now when I see him there, I try not to even look at him.
I know. Yeah.
I'm tired of him. I don't want to have a conversation with him.
I know. Yeah.
So, 847-931-1410. Let's check in with Genius George on a Monday morning. Good to hear from George. Hey, George.
I'm troubled when I see these people soliciting contributions, begging for money. I'm troubled when they use their children as props. I see that now more and more where it's an entire family at a very, very busy intersection.
Right.
I'm troubled by seeing a 2-year-old and a 3-year-old sitting on the side of Route 72 and Meacham Road or any major intersection, and it's happening more and more. And nobody is more empathetic than I am. I mean, I really, $1 here, $2 there, it makes absolutely no difference to me in my life. I try to give to whomever, but I am troubled by that because I don't think that that's a family that begs together, stays together. I think that they're using those children as props, in my opinion. But nonetheless, that's issue number one. Issue number two, when the police apprehend this latest shooter who shot this police officer in Gage Park, I guarantee you two things. Number one, his family members will say he's a good boy and that there was some sort of discrimination through his life, or there were issues, systemic issues through his life that caused him to shoot this police officer.
Yes.
And then there'll be a lawsuit filed against the city.
Of course.
You know, there's Dexter Reed, which really bothered me, and I was going to call about this earlier, Larry. He's the young man who was shot and killed when, of course, the sensationalized story was that the police shot at him 96 times. Well, first off, he had 2 gun violations. He had an outstanding gun violation from early March when he tried to carry a gun into the United Center during a concert. Secondly, the police pull him over. He refuses to be compliant. He won't roll his window down, or he rolled it down, then rolled it back up. And then he shot, not only did he shoot a police officer, wounded a police officer, but he shot 11 times at the police.
I know.
So, yes, the police shot back at him. I don't know what the proportionality is. Maybe they should have, like Mark's got his prayer clicker, maybe they should have a police officer out there along with a social worker, and the police officer can have the clicker and say, okay, he shot 11 times. We're allowed to shoot 55 times back.
I know.
It's ridiculous where the police are in a lose situation. I watched every body cam that I could see of that particular shooting, and I was especially interested in that because it happened 2 blocks away from where I grew up. So I know that intersection. I've climbed every garage, walked down every alley in that neighborhood back in the 60s. So I was especially interested in just the whole situation. And a lot of those police officers, I think there were 6 police officers, at least 4 of them were officers of color. One was a female police officer.
Yeah.
And they did everything they could. Get out of the car, man. Come out with your hands up. They did everything they could except get on their hands and knees and beg them to come out. And then he opened fire on them. And one police officer allegedly shot 15 times at this perpetrator. Well, I don't know. You know, he's a 23-year-old newly hired police officer. I don't know what's right, what's wrong, but I know one thing. When you get pulled over and you've got history of gun crime, and you get pulled over by police and they've got their 6 police officers are pointing guns at you, probably prudent to get out. And don't use the old feel sorry for me, poor, pitiful me, that young black men are discriminated against. Okay, you know, that's such a convenient excuse. There are 20 million police stops in the United States annually. How many are without incident? 99%?
Right.
Mark, you're a numbers guy. I don't know what that is, but come on.
I know.
Stop. Just stop. Stop using the police as a convenient excuse for perpetrating wrongdoing, and that's what's happening. It's happening everywhere.
I know. I heard somebody said to me, that fellow was killed over something hanging from his mirror. And I said, no, he was killed because he shot at the police. I mean, they
11 times, Larry.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they didn't walk up and say, wow, I see your plates are expired. Yeah. Bam. I know he's got a family that's missing him. I get that. But that's not an excuse to not be a good person out on the street. I just, most of these times, they keep a limit. It's like having a misbehaving child, and all you try to do is eliminate the circumstances where they might misbehave. Like, I'm not going to let you go to the movies because you act up there. I'm not sure we may homeschool you because you act up at school. They never look and say, be good.
Right.
A misbehaving child with a 9mm.
Yeah.
Can wreak havoc on everyone in the area. I wonder, these people who complain about the police, in Chicago, it's now endemic, where these thugs, they're carjacking and then they roll up. They're committing 8, 10, 12 armed robberies in an hour.
I know.
Robberies, they're rolling up on people on a sidewalk.
Yes.
Sidewalks that I've walked down my whole life. Somebody's out walking her dog. She gets pistol whipped and robbed or shot.
Yes.
It happens every week. It happens. So I say this is proactive policing. When you pull over a potential perpetrator, let's just let him go because we don't want to be accused of any kind of discrimination or that this was a bad police stop. Larry, when I worked for the city of Chicago, I worked at Garfield Park, which is a black neighborhood, 99% black. And there were times when we worked late, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. And more than once, I got stopped driving home by the police at Chicago and Cicero, at North and Cicero, because if you're a white guy at 2 o'clock in the morning, at least in the 1980s and 90s, and you're in that area, you're either looking for drugs or for prostitution.
Yeah, they always thought you might be a suburban guy in there trying to buy dope or trying to get a woman.
Yeah,
you're right.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So, you know what? Here's my license officer. I work for the city of Chicago. And that's the story.
Right.
You try to be a little bit compliant and try to be cooperative and try to be understanding that these people are the only thing standing between us and absolute, utter chaos.
Yes.
I mean, really, just come on. So, of course, his family already has a lawsuit.
Oh, of course.
And, I didn't really mean to get off on this whole thing. But it's been troubling me. And, again, troubling me more so because that's my neighborhood. And, that whole thing, that whole walking down, reliving these memories of my childhood and how that whole thing has been perverted into this just lawless criminality. It's just really absolutely disheartening. But I'll change gears. Good news, Larry, good news is that the White Sox have won 3 in a row.
Yeah.
I don't think we were ever going to say that this year, and they no longer have the worst record in baseball.
Exactly.
They have a game better than the Miami Marlins, so that's good news.
Yes. And they're pushing. I don't know who number 3 from the bottom is, but I understand the Sox are nudging them right now.
Could it be Oakland?
Yeah,
Could be.
Nudging Oakland.
Yeah.
Could be.
Oakland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're on their way, George.
Yes. So I do have a little business to take care of.
We like business.
Originally I had our first shift luncheon for our song title, songs that had heart in the title. It was going to be May 2nd. That's not going to happen. My girlfriend partner had shoulder replacement surgery Wednesday. Things are complicated by her having early onset dementia.
Yeah.
So that's a situation. So what I'm going to do, I'll get in touch with Carrie, and I'm going to get, there are 9 winners by my count. The Commander, Donna Honeycutt, and Stevie T, and Psychic Susan, and Sam and Dolores, Councilwoman Martinez, Carol with a K, First Shift Sherry, a new nickname that I'm initiating, Bobby the Brain Balsamo. I like that better than good old Bob. Good
Me
old
too.
Bob is okay. It's homey, it's folksy, but you know what? Bob's a very smart guy, and I like that Bobby the Brain. for all the years I heard Bob call and didn't know him, whenever I would hear his name, I would think of, you probably remember, Larry, not that you saw him, but Bobby Dorr was an all-star shortstop for the Boston Red Sox, legendary, played with Ted Williams in the 40s. And I always thought, when I heard Bob call, for some reason, it brought me back to video clips of Bobby Dorr playing second base for the Red Sox. Why? I don't know. There you have it. But Bob needs a new nickname. I like Bobby the Brain, but I go with a lot of other things.
We can do that.
There was a wrestler, Bobby the Brain Heenan, wasn't that the
Yeah, he was a wrestler who became a very successful manager. Very successful.
Yeah, there you go. Yep.
Yeah.
So
Bobby the Brain.
That's a whole other subject of conversation, Larry. Watching those wrestling when we were growing up in the 60s
loved it.
with Moose Tolak and the Bruiser and the Crusher.
Yes.
Those guys were larger than life. I'll bet you Dick the Bruiser was probably smaller than we are, Larry. He was probably 6 foot, 200 pounds.
Right.
So, but they seemed so large. Mad Dog Vachon, they were the villains.
What I always liked, each wrestler had their signature move. So, I mean, you would think, let's say you're going to go against Baron von Raschke.
Yeah.
The thing you ought to do first is get a hold of that hand he used to put the claw on you and maybe disable it.
That was crazy. Wilbur Snyder was always one of my favorites because he was clean-cut, good guy.
He was a scientific wrestler. That's what my dad used to tell me. He was a scientific wrestler.
He probably really wrestled somewhere along the line, maybe in college. I mean, most of it was play acting.
Yes.
But he had the crew cut, and he was a clean-cut guy, and I always kind of rooted for him.
Yes.
And, of course, everybody loved the working-class Bruiser and Crusher, even though they were a little out there. I'm sure they were both heavy drinkers.
Of course. Of course they were.
But nonetheless, so what I'm going to do, Mark, getting back to this first shift thing, I'm going to get in touch with Carrie. I'm going to get gift cards. I'll contact everybody, and I'll do it this week. I'll put their $20 gift card in an envelope and leave them with you or make arrangements to get them to them. I don't want to let anybody down, but this is not a tenable situation where I feel comfortable leaving the house for any extended period of time.
Yeah, sure. Well, you want to do it that way, or you just want to reschedule for a later date?
Yeah.
Date to be announced.
You know what? I don't want to be that guy that keeps rescheduling. So, let me contact everybody who's on the list. You can text me Sam and Dolores' number again, Mark. I know you have everybody else's number. I have.
Okay.
The Commander and the Hurricane, and I'd rather do it. I'd rather do it and get together as a group. But I don't want people to think like, oh my God, this guy must be on a losing streak with his betting baseball games, and he's not following through. So whichever way works for everybody else is fine.
All right.
And Larry, thank God you talked me down, Larry, when I said I'm taking the over on the White Sox with 60 games this year. Right? Believe me, I'd be on a roof somewhere right now looking down 10 stories to the ground.
No. They're who we thought they were, George. To steal
they're less than you thought they would be.
Yes, they are.
They're who you thought they were. They're not who I thought they were.
Yeah, no.
Well, I mean, I'm glad they've won 3 in a row.
Me too.
But another 8-game losing streak is right around the corner.
Sure it
Don't worry.
Sure it is. Yep.
And the Cubbies are kind of banged up right now.
Their bullpen again, Mark. We talked about this before the season. Their bullpen let them down again. They had a nice, they had the 3-run home run last night. They tied the game up. Their bullpen has cost them at least 5, maybe 6 games already this year.
Yeah.
Maybe that far ahead of Milwaukee. I mean, really, Alzolay, they need to address this. And we both talked about Luke Little. My God, this guy looked like the real deal. He throws 98, and now he's back in the minors.
I know.
And here's he got shellacked. He got taken.
Well, I know.
He got taken to.
No, it was it was a middle innings of a game in Boston where it was already 5-7-0. I mean, that happens. But if you're in a pressure situation, why not? I don't know. Maybe they're seeing something in Luke Little that I don't see. It seems like he would have good closer stuff to me.
Yeah. Well, here's a little tip for the general manager of the Cubs. Don't bring up a relief pitcher whose last name is Lovelady.
Yeah.
Because, you're not striking fear in anyone's heart. Justin Steele. Yeah. Zach Wheeler. Yeah, the Giants got a pitcher whose last name is Wynn. Yeah, those are the guys you want.
Right.
Richard Lovelady?
Richard Lovelady, 28-year-old reliever.
I'll go and hit against him right-handed right now and probably make contact. Lovelady, if I can't make contact against Lovelady, then get first shift Sherry on the mound because I'm out of business.
I hear you. Yeah.
I think she'd knock you down first pitch, George. That's what I think.
Oh, you know it.
Yeah.
I try to cover for that $3. Believe me, she'd come at me with some ferocity.
Exactly right. Yep.
I'm glad you called this morning, George.
Yep.
Yeah, everything's good. I'm feeling fine. My health is good. It's just things at home that, Larry, you've been in this situation more than once.
Yes.
So I'm just trying to do my due diligence, stay positive, and realize that there's a better day coming.
That's what you got to do, buddy. That's the answer.
All we can do.
All right. You take care, George.
Talk to you soon.
Talk soon.
George calling in, 847-931-1410.
I usually agree with everything George says.
Yeah.
But I'm taking exception with the fact that he's worried people will think he's the guy that doesn't come through. Nobody's going to think that. He could set that on the shelf and get back to people when it works best for his situation. Nobody'd think less of him at all.
I think everybody would understand. They're getting a free lunch out of the deal anyway.
Anyway, for answering a couple of questions. Get a grip, people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't owe you $20 gift cards.
No.
It's the lunch. It's the camaraderie
That's
what
he's buying, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, nobody would think less of George if they had to wait a few months to get out, right?
Yeah.
That's it.
848 here at WRMN, 847-931-1410. A couple more phone calls coming in.
Okay.
So let's stay with it, and we get to the director of shots fired now. We did have a shooting in Elgin over the weekend.
I saw that. They made an apprehension there.
Yeah.
The odds are greater if you shoot someone that you're going to get arrested than if you just shoot.
That's true.
Yes.
It does seem like the actual shootings usually result in arrests.
Well, there's usually a witness or two to them.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's time for Prigor Mortis to set in. Good morning, John.
Hello. Hey, I've got a couple of things real quick. I wasn't going to report on the shots fired because that seems more like a domestic situation, and that's a little different than, a garage being shot up or picture windows blown out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's an isolated incident. Could happen anywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, the recently retired Chicago chief of detectives, a man by the name of Eugene Roy, was quoted on Channel 7 about this young officer who was killed. He said, "Tragedies like this occur because of the lackadaisical approach to crime and public safety by those people in leadership," which is something I've been saying in Elgin. It would be nice if there would be 1 out of 9 council members to recognize the the shots fired issues that we have in our city and decide that they have a plan, or ask somebody that we have a plan to curtail those. But I thought that was a very interesting comment, and it was very appropriate for the city of Elgin.
Yeah. John, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but the one thing I know you've said, we've talked about this a lot on the show, but what can you do to prevent shots fired from happening? That seems like that would be something, unless you had people patrolling all over the place at all times. How can you curtail shots fired?
Easy.
Okay.
Very easy. The police department and most of their officers, especially the ones who work second or third shift, they know where hotspots are for gang activity. They know where gang members live. They know where they frequent. They have contacts that say, "Hey, there's something that could go down this weekend," and that's you identify the problem, and then you continue to pursue any leads or rumors or anything like that to head off a problem with shots fired. There's no mystery, in my opinion. Now, you're going to get someone that's going to fire something off on the 4th of July or on New Year's Eve or whatever. But if a majority or a substantial amount of these cases are related to gang members or just ignorant people, most of the police know where they're at. Larry, you can tell me. You know where the hot spots were in South Elgin. Mm-hmm. So what's wrong with parking a car nearby? What's wrong with doing some things that the police know to do? And I'll say this, the police used to do, and I mean used to do, like from 2009 up for a while, to at least make a presence. Now, I'm not criticizing Chief Lally, but Chief Lally has 10 bosses, the city manager, and 9 council members. And I am convinced that the council members really don't want any people arrested and, quote, put into the system if they're young men, maybe young women. They don't consider that to be a big deal. So we're all playing a waiting game. I had a friend of mine, her mother had a hole in her window shot out on the west side. It was on Murray Avenue or Murray Street.
Where's that? Where is that?
On the west side by Wing Park.
Oh, okay. All right.
On the side, right off of, right. You could walk to Wing Park from there.
Okay.
She went to bed, woke up the next morning, felt a draft, looked at the window. There it was. And the bullet, as I've said before, the bullet ended up into the chair that her late husband would sit in.
Boy.
So there are many things to do. And if people don't have an idea, ask some other communities how they handle their situation. Get some advice.
Well, let's not ask Chicago.
There you go. Yeah. Well, that works. But the other thing I just wanted to say, and I'll be respectful of your time here, that shooting of the kid from that went to play basketball at Morton College.
Yeah.
Dexter Reed.
Yes. I forgot the name.
Yeah.
People should look at that tape for one reason. And that is those windows on that SUV were heavily tinted. So if I'm an officer and I don't get to see in the back seat or in the back compartment of an SUV, I don't know if there's any people there, and if so, how many are there?
Right.
So you're firing into something you don't know, but it's better to be safe than sorry. So when there's an effective crackdown on tinted windows, that's got to help. I see it in Elgin.
What we see, John, is the opposite effect. There are legislators who are trying to eliminate every reason to make stops like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they really are. And so whether it's in Elgin, wherever it is, I always tell Mark, people don't walk places to shoot. I think the average ne'er-do-well is lazy. They're not going to hike a mile to go shoot at somebody's house. They drive somewhere. And people in power don't want the police making probable cause stops. They're making less reasons they have it done. And if you don't stop people who are driving around with guns, they're going to get where they're going to go and they're going to use them. And so, I understand, if I was the everyday police officer now, and I like most of the city council. I throw the caveat out. I don't know all of them well, but I like them. But if I was a police officer in a community that had seen elected officials bail out on them a few years ago so rapidly, I'm not sure how proactive I would be as well.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thanks, John.
You just said it. Also, one other thing real quick. The carnival that was set up in Lake in the Hills.
I saw that.
Weekend got shut down. Did you see that?
I did. That's happened.
There's a solution to that too.
Don't have them?
I tried it.
Okay. Maybe I'm taking a simplistic approach. Okay.
Yeah, you turn it up a little bit.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's easy. We had a problem with carnivals in downtown. I did not like them. And I tried to get them moved, but I was outvoted. There was a discrepancy inside the carnival that spilled over to the Gail Borden Public Library. 2 guys fought. 1 guy got stabbed. So, as I told the city manager at the time, Sean Stiegel, I said, make every person who comes into the carnival, into the walkway, the area that you can go on rides, they have to buy a ticket.
Yeah.
$10, a ride ticket. All right. And I stood across the street and watched it after that plan was implemented. You wouldn't believe how many people within 15 minutes, guys, 15, 16-year-old kids riding bikes meant for 8-year-olds would come in and they thought they could ride their bike through the midway.
Right.
So when you tell them, no, I need $1 for a ticket, you can use the ticket when you get in. Whoop, $180, turned around, they left.
Yeah. Well,
there you go.
These out of control things. I remember last summer, I think it was Tinley Park that had to close. They had to close one down for the very same thing. Yeah. Yep. Wow.
Yeah. So there's ways to handle that. Just make them walk, and take them out of the area where people can walk to a carnival or ride a bike to a carnival. If you have a carnival up at a big shopping center, you usually don't have that type of problem because it's not in a neighborhood and it's not near the Kimball Street Dam where it's easy for kids to fall into there.
Right.
So, but that's it. Covered all 3 points. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thanks,
Have a good
John.
week.
All right, John. Take care, buddy.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Director Shots fired in the house.
Yes.
Yeah, we are out of time. I'm not going to be able to get to Bobby the Brain Balsamo.
Sorry, Bob. Hold on to it till Friday, okay?
Or Wednesday.
Or Wednesday. If you're going to be so ticky about these kind of things, maybe I was going to call in sick Wednesday. You don't know.
Bob could still call.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, no. Sorry, Bob.
Well, you know what we need to do quick? SB Nation.
Yes, sir.
That's not an organ, but I can still do it.
Okay.
Okay, we talk about sports. We like sports. I'm heartbroken about sports, but excited about the Bears. If you like sports, try out SN Sports BZ Blog Nation. There's a blog for any sport you're interested in. Get the app for your smartphone or tablet. Log in at sbnation.com. You can leave your opinion if you want to. You don't have to. What I like best, go there when you want to. Do us all a favor. Check out SB Nation and see what sports blogging is for you.
Okay. Sounds good. And that's going to wrap up the show here today.
All right, buddy. See you
on Wednesday. Bob, please call then. We'd love to hear from you on the show on Wednesday.
All right.
Coming up next will be Brian Kilmeade, and I'll be back at noon with Out to Lunch. Sonar will join me on that show today between noon and 2. So keep it right here on WRMN AM 1410 on a Monday morning.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410, Elgin time, 9 o'clock.
With your AM 1410 WRMN Newsflash, I'm Sean Kernan. Brought to you by Linzess. The city of Elgin has announced that due to ongoing